Hello everybody, welcome to Red Gear Week 2. We've got a bunch of great matches lined up for you guys this week. I'm Jawa, I'm bringing you the stream tonight, and I hope y'all enjoy. I'm going to give you over to the commentators now. So introduce yourselves, guys.
All right, Alex, I'll let you go first, I guess.
Sounds good. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. I'm back again tonight doing commentary. It's Raptor IC.
All right, and I'm Guillermo, or known as Memo Carp, Memo, whichever you want to call me. And yeah, here today to add some commentary with Alex.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hype night. This is week 2 of some really great exhibitions.
Yep. And well, my experience is more along the lines of Xrd. I played a bit of Plus R, and I'm having a lot of fun watching these exhibitions. So I hope everyone that tunes in will also get to enjoy with us.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. And it's a Guilty Gear game, right? So a lot of knowledge transfers back and forth, which is nice. And it looks like we have the first matchup on screen here. It's Shadow Fury 333 versus TrueNorth in a 1-7.
Oh, sounds good. Yeah, I was looking at the cards just like an hour ago, and I saw that they were basically all like first to sevens and first to tens. So I was like, oh boy. The first thing I thought was like, oh well, I'm looking forward to see adaptations and whatnot. It's always fun, especially in a game with like as strong Okazemi as Guilty Gear, to see how players start changing up their game plan.
Yeah, for sure. Like in a 1-7, 1-10, you could definitely see adaptations. Like even last week, we definitely saw some people take the lead, and then some people just surge from behind because they were like, "Oh, well, you know what? I got the download on your playstyle now."
Right. So it's like if you find what works, but then you're not able to make your change when that doesn't work anymore, that bites you in the butt for real.
Yeah, and I think that's like the biggest thing too. And we talked about last week briefly, where in a first, like if you play like a tournament set, you generally want to play as solid as possible. Maybe bust out one or two gimmicks, but in like a long set, sometimes tossing in like the most unexpected thing can really shift the match in your favor.
Yeah, that's when you really start to get experimenting, right? I mean, the only time I really see people get to experiment in a bracket setting is like a first to three, and even then, it's kind of scary, right? Because you want to go in being like, okay, I know this matchup, I know this player to an extent at least. Maybe I know some options they enjoyed, so that's what I'm going to look out for. And then this is what I do to win as my character, so I'm going to do this. But in a first to 10, you get to start being a little more creative and kind of just go out there and be like, you know what? Let's see if this works. Let's see how they respond to this thing. Because if I lose this game, oh, that's okay. We still got another 8 or 9 or 7. Still got a bunch to go.
I think that's a great point. It's like in a like you said, in a tournament set or even like a final set, you play the player. Sorry, you play the character, but now you're playing the players.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it depends too, right? Like, obviously, I don't want to say not knowing the player matchup isn't as important in a bracket setting, because it definitely is. But you generally want to go in prepared for that player. It's not like you don't get the chance to really poke around as much.
It's true. That's such a good point. Looks like our competitors are inside the lobby. It looks like they're character choosing right now. So I guess we're off to this second night of exhibition.
All right, sounds good. So we've got Ava and Milia. I've seen a bit of the two while I've been messing around with Plus R. I am a big fan of Ava, and she's quite silly with how she runs around and has all this super armor and whatnot. So I'm excited for that for sure.
He's the original boss character in this game. Like, it's so funny. So to talk to this matchup a bit, it's like she'll start in this Gimp mode, where she's probably the worst character in the game, but the moment she powers up, she becomes a super berserk boss.
Yeah.
And here we go. We're gonna see it right now.
Right. So her ways of turning into that is with that. That's a hit grab, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's a hit grab. Like at very close range, I think it's a true grab, and then at slightly further range, like the animation range, you're looking at like a hit grab.
Gotcha.
And we all know Milia. Milia is going to run the knockdown train here, just like what's happening right now.
Ooh. Oh, God, went over it. That's happened to me before for sure. where where the second hit, I'm just like, oh, I don't, you know, I the first one whipped, not too worried. Oh, no, second one's okay, I forgot.
Yeah, it's. I'm just waiting to see. Like, this is actually really good. Shadow Fury is not giving TrueNorth a chance to get into Berserk mode because that's where Abba shines.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
Milia, we all know Milia, right? She's great at knockdowns, just running the train. So, I feel like he's gotta spend some resources to get into Berserk mode. Like, oh, taunt is not a resource. Don't do that.
Right, and what I noticed too from Millie, at least in Plus R, she seems a lot more consistent with what she's doing in Exert. It's like you really need that pin to get some stuff going, especially mid screen.
Yep, for sure, for sure. And I think that it also helps that Milia has Force Break Disc in this game, so it's like when you know when your combo's gonna mess up, and if pin isn't available, you can Force Break Disc just to get a knockdown.
Gotcha, yeah. There's so many things with that force break system. I like it a lot. I've been having a lot of fun messing around with new ways to spend meter.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to spend meter in this game. It's like you got your traditional Roman cancel system, you got the force breaks, and then you got ways to gain meter in this game, like slashback. I think tension pulse. Oh, and RCs don't mess with your meter gain as long in this game as they do in Exerd.
Okay. And yeah, just what's Abba got for anti-airs? Just because I imagine that's kind of the biggest thing we might want to see here at first.
In normal mode, she has 2S. That's where she just bends down to the ground and swings the key into the air. So like her box is super low profile. But then in Berserk mode, in Goku Muroha mode, she's got a DP with no invincibility, but a ton of super armor.
Oh well, I mean, yeah. That works.
But the super armor runs out. I think the regular DP has one hit of super armor going up. I might have to double check that, but going on the way down has no super armor.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, hit with a straight dust there. I wonder how many of the competitors will have to do impossible dust stuff. I looked that up a while ago, and it just seems so funny to me.
Impossible Dust is so cool. There's like a universal route, but it doesn't work for everybody combo-wise. So everyone can get that Impossible Dust, but they can't do anything with it.
Right.
So what I've seen so far is TrueNorth actually, like in normal mode, in crippled mode here, is doing a decent job of fighting off Shadow Fury's Milia, but he hasn't been able to get to Berserk mode outside of that very first round. And Shadow Fury is doing a fantastic job of just staying on TrueNorth and not letting him do anything.
I mean, I guess that's the thing, right? Like, all these straight hits don't really matter if we can't get into our boss mode, as you said, Berserk mode.
Yeah, and the thing is, he's always sitting on 3 blood packs. I know he wants to go for, like, optimally. Abba wants to get into Berserk mode with the key grab, so that she can heal. It's rather exit mode and heal with the blood pack, but sometimes you just gotta burn those blood packs to get into Berserk mode.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, with as we were talking about earlier on, with how long we have with these sets, it might be worth honestly just popping Berserk mode like this and just seeing what you can get done and how the other player responds to when this happens.
Yep, I agree with that too. It's like, yeah, you got so many matches to mess around with. And there's the EX, the Force Break DP. Yeah. That's super armor all the way.
And I mean, as we're seeing here, it's like the whole match was basically, the pace was dictated by Shadow Fury's Milia. And as soon as we forced that blood pack, or not blood pack, but we got that Berserk mode, TrueNorth was able to just run away with it.
Yep. That was good though. Like we can all already see that the moment he got into Berserk mode, he took the round, right? It's like that's a very strong mode. It has big beefy normals and ridiculous damage and guard gauge correct. So I think, yeah, he needs. I think I understand the game plan. Oh, that works.
Oh, here we go. We're back in Berserk mode. Get to flail around a little bit.
Yep. Oh, that's one knockdown. So, for people who don't know, when Abba gets knocked down, she loses a third of her third of maximum Berserk mode. Ooh. So if she gets knocked down 3 times, she will just pop out of Berserk mode, and there's like a giant animation. Ooh. It's like a really long animation which you can use to to hit her with a big punishing combo because she takes reduced damage.
Right.
I think she has no guts, but she takes a ton of reduced damage.
So that's similar, I guess, to like Soul Dragon as well. And when that runs out, he like, becomes exhausted.
Exactly. It's the exact same concept. Oh, there we go. Not much health left, but oh, what?
We weren't able to catch much off that, but at least we didn't lose the round. Oh boy! And from there, I believe you're supposed to do an air dash out. I think, from what I've seen.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to get it this time.
But you know, I think TrueNorth is starting to get like his footing on the ground. We saw the first match was kind of like, you know what, I'm getting blown up by Milia. Second match, it's like, all right, well now I'm in Berserk, I can do something.
We got around this time. We got to see what Berserk mode does, how Shadow Fury responds to it. Now we just gotta figure out how we're gonna consistently get there.
So yeah, I'm hoping we can see some more Berserk mode. Like I said, I see his plan, and actually I should explain why he's not using his blood pack and how quote unquote optimal it's supposed to be. Whenever you do damage in Goku Moroha mode, you take damage. That's like her mechanic.
So you like drain HP, your health gets drained, is that what you mean?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
You lose health every time you attack and every time you get hit, of course. So when you heal with the blood pack, you get back 110% of the damage you've dealt to yourself.
Oh wow.
Whereas with, yeah, it's pretty good. So whereas with a key grab, you only get back 80%, I believe. So I see. So the ideal plan here is that he wants to get into Berserk mode with key grab. You know, do like 2 or 3 combos, lose a bunch of health, and then heal all that back with a single blood pack.
Right, so what I wonder is, with how frail Milia is once she does get hit, I mean, you have 3 blood packs, right? So you can kind of bust out that first one and then still have the last one to try and go for like an optimal key grab, and then you have your last blood pack to exit.
Exactly, that is the unoptimal plan, but it's still pretty good.
Right.
And actually, Jason Chat makes a good point. Now with what's it called? With Plasar, instead of going back to regular mode, there's a super Berserk mode that's super great in this game.
Oh, that's when she's glowing blue, right? I think I've seen that before.
Yeah, I think everything reverse beats into itself, and she has 2 air dashes and some other nonsense, and yeah, it fills the entire Berserk. It's really silly, and she's even faster on the ground. I think she runs at chip speed in Super Berserk mode.
I would be interested in seeing TrueNorth try kind of a gung-ho, YOLO, if you will, strategy like that, just with how many games we have to throw around here.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. It's like when you've got a first to 7, you've got a lot of time to try things.
I mean, even now, we're only 3 games in, so we've still got, at least 2 games where it's like, I can throw 2 more games and just figure out what's going to work.
And if you figure out something in those, quote-unquote information rounds, then maybe you can just ride that for a little while.
Right, exactly.
Oh, right, interesting to say, at the end of the last... He's starting to use blood packs on their own, so now he's definitely got this. There we go.
Mm-hmm. I still got half the bar there.
He's okay. Ooh, one more knockdown, then he's screwed. Doing a good job keeping it pressure. Look at that guard gauge.
We didn't even get like a full round or anything really, and Milia's already at half of her health left, right? I mean, looking at it like this, you would think, hey, one more transformation and you take this round now.
Oh, he's got to get out of that mode. Smart man. There we go.
And yeah, we have 3/4 of our health back. Yeah, I see why blood pack is so nice if you need to exit mode without the super.
Yep, it's super convenient if you can get that set up. But now I think Shadow Fury knows. He's like, all right, I can't let that happen again. I'm gonna keep the pressure on. I do not want TrueNorth to transform again.
I wonder if we'll see TrueNorth use some of that meter next time for dead angles. I was thinking that we might get something like that. I feel like it'd be really scary, right? As you have all that 100 meter, You know, Milia's trying to keep on top of you, not giving you the chance, and then you get a dead angle, you transform and run right back in there.
Yep, no, I for sure. Like as ABBA, you really want to flex all your defensive options. Push block, dead angle. You got to do everything in your power to prevent from getting knocked down. Because once you get knocked down 3 times, it's over.
Wow. Just threw out the grab and we got it.
And this pressure is oppressive. That's 2 knockdowns, right?
This is gonna be the air tag.
That's 3.
Oh
No, too late. Too late. I respect it, but too late.
Alright, what do we get out of this? Ooh, that's unfortunate. Not close enough to get that grab there. Alright.
But we are starting to see what happens when you get into Berserk mode as soon as possible. It's like TrueNorth gets to Berserk mode, suddenly Millie is down 75% of her health, but then, and that's kind of like something that you have to kind of realize when you're in Berserk mode. It's like you have to watch your life, you got to watch your Berserk bar. You know, it's very easy to get carried away and, you know, do 90% damage to them, but then 95% damage to yourself.
Right, sensory overload with all the resources you got to keep in mind.
It's really tough. Like, and again, when you're on defense, you got to use everything you got to make sure you don't get knocked down. Like here, that was really smart shot up here. Just take the knockdown.
Alright, this is gonna be another one, right? Yep.
One more. Oh, gets out.
But yeah, I see why you. And then this is the bad situation, right? About the whole unoptimal using butt pack to get into Berserk mode, because now we only have one more and we're not gonna be able to get out properly. Oh, but we did get the grab here, so let's see what we've done for this. Ooh,
First knockdown. Oh, I would love to see a Super Berserk right now.
May as well.
Oh.
Just put it all on the table there.
He is getting started though, a lot more than in the first couple matches. Just very nice. Yep, just berserks right away, so now he can play, right? Oh, that's the first knockdown.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I guess with how poor Abba's initial mobility is, it seemed pretty tough for TrueNorth to really get much going on. So at least when he's in berserk mode now, he can start trying to catch Milia.
Yep, Abba's pretty fast in berserk mode. I remember someone telling me that she's about as fast as Milia.
Oh wow!
Like on the ground, it's crazy.
That is quite fast. That is quite fast.
Dashes into his death. I get it. The force break roll, I believe, is, I think it's strike invincible the entire way, and then can be thrown at the very end.
Strike invincible, huh?
Yeah, the regular roll I think is mid and high invincible, but can be swept.
Right. Strike invincible rolls. That sounds pretty cursed.
Yeah, we got you know, it wouldn't be too big of a deal if it went like a 1/6 of the screen like in KOF, but it goes like 3/4 of the screen.
Yeah, you're going pretty far with that.
He is getting warmed up. I'm starting to see, you know, like force break roll is a nice defensive option when you want to get out of things, right? So we're starting to see the warm up, and he's 5 matches behind, but he's not out, so he's got a lot of time to warm up. And there we go.
There is the mash. That's all we need to see. Can't let these Milia players get you down with their Okuzeme.
Yeah, you don't want to. Don't you know, this is all ridiculously hard to. Oh wow.
Alright.
Okay. Oh.
Ooh, the first part got armored. That's kind of funny.
That's great. There's the force break DP.
Holy moly! And we barely. So it's armor, right? So TrueNorth was close to just dying there. Oh yep. Man! Oh, if TrueNorth was able to pick that up, that probably. I feel like he could have taken that with the.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, you know, it's the moment he transformed to berserk mode, it's like the matchup is suddenly a lot more even.
Interesting round start there, but we'll take it.
Yeah, we take those. Oh.
Ooh.
He's getting in there. This is the smothering pressure that Shadow Fury's been doing is like, wow. I think that definitely was a mistake. But...
Yeah, I think these are little input mistakes here. I mean, Shadow Fury definitely has the leeway to be making those at the moment.
Very nice. Okay, they have even health right now, so let's see what happens when he gets Berserk on. But one hit, it's almost caught up. We got...
Yeah.
Oh,
It's so funny just how these straight hits add up so much against the character like Milia.
yep, it's so much damage because she's so fragile. That EX DP
Oh boy.
needs to be watching that Berserk bar. Oh, no, you don't want to be taunting. Save your health, save your... Oh, there you go,
There
Steve.
it is. Yeah, Shadow Fury gave him the space to do that pretty freely, honestly. I was kind of surprised. Oh,
Yeah, here comes the pressure again. I think they realized that. Okay. Got 2 health packs versus a Millie with a ton of meter.
We definitely have the resources to do this. We have meter as well, we have the packs.
Let's block that. Oh,
no.
it's yeah. I think the big what's happening right now is just the pressure is just overwhelming. And like you said, anytime Shadow Fury does let off for just a second, TrueNorth gets into that Berserk mode, and then he gets his game started. And as we can see, when he's in Berserk, the match is suddenly very even.
Yeah, I think really, as unfortunate as it is to say, because whenever this happens to me, I'm always very upset or salty about it. But like, I think it's just coming down to TrueNorth. When he gets these big openings in Berserk mode, he's not. I guess he's not. I don't know if he's not ready to convert, or like it's just. I mean, it is harder in Plus R in comparison to say Exert. Exert is kind of like pretty easy to go into your conversions. You get pretty easy knockdowns through most situations in that game. But
It's true.
But in Plus R, like, I mean, while it's harder, it's definitely in a situation like this, especially with Milia, it's like if you get that opening, you don't want her to be able to fly around again afterwards.
Yeah,
Milia just to catch her, right?
She moves. She has so much movement in this game. Like on paper, it's the same as it is in Xrd, but I don't know. Just in motion, she's way faster in this game.
I mean, the screen sizes are different, but from when I played, at least it feels that way.
I think you're right. I think the screen's definitely smaller in this game, and it shows.
Like when you air dash in this game, it feels like I'm already on the other side of the screen, whereas in Xrd it's like half the screen, right? At least that's how I feel.
I think you're right. I think that's a pretty fair assessment. It's movement is stronger because the screen is smaller. Oh, wow! Really?
That was enough. Oh,
Okay.
excellent choice. Excellent choice.
Very nice conversion.
Oh, okay.
So this is like the name. Okay, here we go. We got Berserk. Time to crank that guard gauge. You just gotta stay crispy on defense. You don't lose all that meter. But I don't know, Shadow Fury. Oh, he's not letting up.
Nice burst.
So in this game, if you get hit by blue burst, defensive burst, you can tech from it unless it's counter hit.
Oh, okay, okay.
That was a thing. That wasn't the thing in regular AC. If you got hit by blue burst, you could always get a knockdown, and then they changed it in Plus R. So that was one of the things that really screwed Ab in the previous iterations. Like if you just bursted on her anytime, that's one knockdown.
I see. Yeah, because I was just about to ask, like, if she's on Berserk mode and she's close to, the end of her bar, if you just force a burst there just to get that exhaustion.
Yep, that's what normally happened. But you know what? Even with some of those bursts in there, TrueNorth could not hold off Shadow Fury's relentless pressure. That was just non-stop.
Shadow Fury, for the most part, there was like those maybe 2 spots or 2 or 3 spots we saw that were like pretty big openings for TrueNorth to try and make plays. But for the most part, yeah, Shadow Fury was just on top.
He definitely got to run his game much more often. You're right. There were a couple big punish moments, and Abba can just melt 70% of Milli's health in one single combo. And like you said as well, it's harder to be prepared in this game for punishes because the game is fast paced. The buffer system is non-existent, and it's just you got to be like on point to do all your punishes.
Right. It definitely is not as convenient as Exit, I'll say.
And it's a yeah, it's definitely a different kind of game. So it's harder to punish just everything in this game, whether it's bursts or openings or whatever. It's yeah, even as someone who's played this game for a long ass time, like going to Xrd, I'm like, oh man, this is Xrd has its own struggles, different than in Plus R, but one of the struggles that Xrd does not have compared to Plus R is punishing things.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so ooh, Marblehouse Drew. Okay. Playing Bridget.
Your boys, do you want to lead us into this?
I mean, honestly, I haven't gotten to see Drew play much Plus R, but I definitely anytime I was around with Drew and he was talking about Guilty Gear, he was always like, oh, I hope Bridget's in a newer game. I want to play Bridget again. So I'm excited to see how Marblehouse plays with Bridget, considering he plays characters like Saint Merkava and Under Night. That's who he was playing in the last fighting game I saw him play.
Nice. So, I remember in Xrd he was playing Axel for a bit. So is it a thing of picking people with long obnoxious normals?
It might be, just like that kind of zone control. That might be his thing.
Wanted to comment on Drew playing Xrd. I think Drew went through just about every character in Xrd. He's played them all.
He played quite a few for sure. Yeah,
Kai,
he played
Joe.
Axel, he played Venom as well for a bit.
Nice. Okay, well, and then on the other side we have Isca, who I believe is Saskatchewan. So we're reaching a little bit further out than the West, but still considered West. And our first Saskatchewan rep, I think.
I think. Yeah, I got to see Isca for a bit when we were doing Melty, I believe. Earlier on when the pandemic first started and we had that big Melty craze for like a month or 2 months. So it was a pretty long-lived, what's the word?
Man, he's opening with Slayer. He got bamboozled by the intro card.
Yeah, we did. Oh, Isca plays everyone. I hope we get a new character every game. That would be really funny.
That would be really hilarious. That'd be super entertaining.
Originally on like the posters and stuff, I had it set up so that Isca was playing Slayer because that's what I was expecting, because that's what I've seen him play. And then he was like, "Oh, I'm going Kai." Well, so much for that.
Oh my god. The 50-50s. This is really good so far. So, to break this down real fast here, we got Slayer. You saw Slayer we also saw Slayer last week. Slayer, high damage, great air combos in the knockdown, teleporting mix-up. We got Bridget on the other hand, who has a variety of playstyles, I'll say. Bridget can fly to the air and, just annoy you from the air. Bridget can stay on the ground, zone you, and Bridget has even some decent Okizeme setups.
Ooh, there's the bear. Yeah, I mean, that's the scary thing about playing. I don't think anyone likes playing against Slayer. When you see this big guy that's known for his explosive damage and punishes, and then he has 50-50s to boot after a knockdown, and Slayer players are not scared of just running it down. They will force their face into whatever you throw at.
The funny part too is that we know Slayer has like invincible wake-ups due to backdash canceling.
Yeah.
But then to quote Killy, who decided to give Slayer invulnerable wake-up options in this game? So with he's got a million that aren't backdash cancel wake-ups.
Oh, wait, so we have more than just wake-up backdashes.
Yeah, we got if he has meter, he's got the I think the kick follow up from Dandy, and he can just do that once. Yeah, just right away, and it's invincible on wake up.
Wait, you can do immediate crosswise in this game.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So like I said, who decided to give Slayer invincible wake up options that aren't backdash cancel things?
That's something. That's really something.
Oh, we got big beat combos.
Yo, I was liking that conversion. That's pretty cool.
That would have led to a full knockdown too. See, there we go.
Oh, no, oh. I was gonna say that might be it right there.
Slayer just like in every other game, it's like a truck.
Yeah. You see File Bunker, and all you can do is just Grimace as you see that health bar just disappear.
Oh man, Drew's got the FD cancel fly cancels. I like these. staying in the air and just annoying with normals. I really like this.
I guess that's the thing, right? Slayer's air normals aren't like super huge, at least from what I've seen.
Yeah,
So,
they're pretty much. I think you can probably say they're probably about the same as Exerd. So the only thing is, oh my god,
yo, this is harassment. What's going on?
this man is just holding forward and hitting kick.
Ah, this is painful. Oh no, ow.
Oh my god.
And that's tough too, just like overhead love. Yeah, you just gotta do something.
The thing is, so Bridget does have a wake up DP. I believe it's throwable. So I think I'd have to double check, but I think it's throwable. But it is a wake up option, as well as Bridget has delayed wake up. So Bridget just lies on the ground, throws up the yo-yo first, then gets up. So Bridget can change their wake up timing.
Oh, okay.
So I'd like to see the Marblehouse do a little bit of that to throw off Isca.
We'll have to for sure. Just eating these 50-50s it doesn't feel good, that's for sure.
And actually, that was really good there, like tossing up the yo-yo there so that meaty would miss. That's exactly what you need. You got to mix that up between that and the wake up DP.
Right. Well, around the corner. Oh, okay, nice.
Oh my god. Who needs the backdash cancel? You got 25% meter, just do things.
Yeah, I guess
Big
so.
bang upper for the finish. So I just want to take a moment to talk about the hitboxer big bang upper. So the one where Slayer punches you straight to the moon.
Yeah.
If you look at your screen right now and divide that into about like 60 from the bottom, 40 from the top, I think that's how far the hitbox goes.
Holy moly. So that's just a no jumping zone.
Yep. Are you in the air here? Well, you're about to get hit. There we go. I like it. He's varying his wake-up options. Now he's forcing respect.
Ooh, here comes the bear.
There's a lot of good trades happening right now, especially for Marblehouse. Like, he's running away and doing a really good job of, like, just annoying Isca. But Isca's getting in now with 50-50s. Yeah, and, you know, he tried the DP, but like I said, it's not throw invincible.
Right. Oh man, that sucks.
We're seeing adaptation, though. We're seeing
Definitely.
Marblehouse. These matches are getting closer. He's starting to get his own turn a lot more often. So once he gets the adaptation, we'll have to see if Isca can adapt in turn.
It's kind of funny because the paradigm is like completely shifted in this set between these two players versus our other two players. Just because with Ava, like she needs to get into a situation where she can just kind of run at you like Slayer does. But yeah. Slayer just does it. So.
And you know, I'm seeing neutral played with forward and one button. And you know what? It's like I'm watching Crush Counter and Fishing in Street Fighter. It's, you know, when it hits, oh, it's crazy. So you know what? Just
like this.
Yep. Very nice.
I mean, Slayer, like, as we were mentioning about why does this guy have other invulnerable wake-up options aside from his backup? And it's like with the huge health pool he has, and those invincible wake-up options that he can kind of throw out there and just be like, okay, let's see if you're ready for it. He can kind of just hold forward and take these straight hits.
He really can, and like you said, he's so beefy. I think in this game his damage modifier is 0.96, and he's got 2 guts. So he's so beefy.
Yeah, 0.96. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's is that only behind Potemkin? I mean, I don't know about Plus R, but
in this game, as far as tanky characters, we got like Slayer. Technically, he's less tanky by the numbers than like Abba or Robokai, but because both those characters don't have any guts, he actually ends up being tankier.
Yeah, guts ends up being a big factor too, and this guy just so happens to have some guts as well.
Yeah, and then if you manage to get the command throw off on you, well, there's a bit of health back too.
Oh, there you go.
He's just, oh, there we go. So Marblehouse is getting started occasionally, but then I think we're seeing a case of losing by damage numbers.
Yeah, like when these straight hits are going left and right, and then you have Slayer, who gets these huge confirms, right, when that happens.
we've seen this time and time again with, oh my god, with Slayer just punching and like, you know what? With the screen smaller and he does Mappa Hunch, it's just, you know, instead of, like he says, instead of it traveling halfway across the screen, it's 3/4 the way across the screen.
Yeah. It's still shocking to me to see just Pile Bunker come out immediately. Like, there's no dandy step to it, it's just immediate Pile Bunker. I imagine that's Force Break.
And the Force Break causes wall stick too, so you can do anything you want afterwards. It's so silly.
It's kind of like me watching Kevin, or Sentai as you guys might know him, just playing his jam. He just throws out these FB puffballs that has no business being thrown out. But, you know, if it hits, we're getting a full combo, so let's do it.
You know what? And that's like the name of this game, right? This game is the final iteration of Double X. So this game has the most ridiculous things you'd ever see in a Guilty Gear game.
And I mean, I guess the fun part too, right? When you're playing those characters, and this one's a first attempt. You can do it. You're justified in doing this.
You can. Like, this isn't a tournament set. You don't need to be, you know, playing as solid as possible, making as, you know, little mistakes as possible, or doing as many safe things as possible. In a first to 10, especially once you've got the lead like Isca has here, you can kind of do whatever you want.
And I mean, that's exactly what these people want to do. Slayer players and Jam players and all of them.
These are good players.
Do whatever I want. Great, let's go for it.
Yeah, and this game really enables this kind of playstyle because, like you said, giant hitboxes on screen, there's dumb invincible moves. You know, you can just do whatever you want in this game. Every character is a boss game in this game, and I think the term I used last week was that every character is a war crime in this game.
And it definitely seems that way, honestly.
It's true, and the tier of your character defines what war crime you committed.
Oh boy. I like that. That's a funny analogy.
You know, and we talk so by the tiers. I believe Bridget's like in the context of this game. Bridget's a very fair character compared to like a Slayer, for example. So Bridget has a lot of dumb things where if you put that into any other game, especially another Guilty Gear game, you'd be like, why can you do this, right? Like you look at, you know, Exert, Elfelt, or Johnny, like these characters are dumb, but then if you put like the worst character in this game in Exert, you'd be like, well, those characters are fair now compared to this collab character.
Collab character. Yeah.
And then we got Slayer here with who can do anything he wants with meter.
I mean, I guess that's the fun thing, right? Like this game is just kind of about breaking the rules for the most part in regards to what you typically would see in a fighting game.
Yeah, and you know, everyone who plays this game, hates this game and loves this game because they hate this game because there's so many ridiculous things you wouldn't find in, like you'd find in Mugen or something, right?
Right.
But then at the same time, when you're in control, it's just fantastic because like here, right? Like what's Slayer doing?
That's your power fantasy, right? Just Slayer, you just maul the opponent on the other side.
Yeah, it's like I sure wish I could play a boss character in my fighting game. Oh wait, I'm going to play a boss character in my fighting game.
Okay, so I guess that's one of the wake-ups you're talking about is Bridget, where she kind of spins those yo-yos.
Yep, spin the yo-yo. It is effectively a DP. It's like Jacko's DP from Xrd, so it is a DP, but you can throw it.
Okay, gotcha. And yeah, that was insane damage.
That was like two combos, I think, and then Slayer built enough meter to do force breaks in the next combo.
Man, seeing Slayer do this stuff, I don't know. I don't like this.
You know, and whether it's intentional or not, I don't know if Isca's doing it intentionally, but when Slayer walks in this game, and I think in Xrd as well, because he's got the teleport dash, when Slayer walks in this game, his meter gain is insanely high.
Yeah, I think that's the same thing in Exit as well, where just walking forward, oh look, I have enough meter for wider C now, wow.
Yep, and yeah, I see him doing the tension build shuffle, just back and forth. I respect it.
With the game plan we're going for here, that's being allowed to do that is going to be everything, because look, now we have 75% meter. Not that we have to use any of it, but we have it.
And you know, it is smart, like, it's also like a long run thing too. It's like, when you have that much meter, and when Bridget takes back control of the match, where you got, you know, enough meter for 3 meter reversals.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so we do have Drew here with the lead for first time. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have said anything.
It's commentator's curse right there.
Yeah, dead on time, coming to do its thing of taking your whole health.
But you know what? Oh,
Ooh, that was a great echo.
I'm waiting for Drew to
That's
burst.
it.
He has the, yep, there we go.
Ooh.
He's got the meter to do something about this. He should definitely burst and try and hold the lead.
Alright, I want to see Drew just dump all his meter.
Oh, there you go.
Got it. Nice.
There you go. So that's what he needs to do. He had a lot of meter that time. That was a really great decision to burst and keep the pressure going.
Yeah, I was a big fan of that.
So I think I'm not too sure what the plan is. I don't see this matchup very often, so I don't know if Bridget wants to be annoying in zone. I can't imagine Bridget wants to stay on the ground and challenge Slayer.
No, I mean from what we've seen, like the kind of hitboxes Slayer has with just force break cloud bumpers and whatnot. Potentially trading with something like that is definitely not something you want to do.
Yeah, exactly. And anytime nice, very nice. I was gonna say that's a nice anti-air. He almost got the sweep cancel into combo confirm. But it's like, yeah, you definitely don't want to be challenging Slayer right now.
Alright, well. Yeah, kind of like earlier on I was talking about how maybe you just want to stay in the air. Ooh, okay, we take those, Okay. So I was saying, like, sorry. Because I was saying, oh well, maybe Bridget just stays in the air earlier on and just like you don't have to deal with Slayer's bigger and scarier ground normals. But then you started talking about how huge Big Bang Upper was, and I was like, where do we go? Like,
yeah, it's tough, right?
Top right corner, and then like, what does Bridget do to keep Slayer away from there? Like, how do you put meaningful damage on the table if you play like that?
Like, and that's the thing, right? Slayer is a walking minefield when it comes to hitboxes. So what do? You gotta stay. Do you stay in the air, but then he just walks around the bottom, does the meter build shuffle, and he gets enough meter for Big Bang Upper, and he catches you slipping, and there's 50% of your health into a knockdown.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing for games like this, I mean Guilty Gear especially, when you see someone's health bar is proportional, like them being in the game is proportional not to their health bar but to their tension. If they have 1 HP, but their tension is 100%, it doesn't matter how much health you have. You're gonna lose if they get that opening.
I definitely agree. Like, yeah, Guilty Gear especially, you're right. It's like, if the round's not over until you kill them.
So like even if we play this kind of like keep away game and we're staying in these corners so we're not getting hit by Big Bang Upper, like if Slayer's just walking back and forth, getting all that meter, even if you chip him out to 1 HP, he's still gonna maybe find a way to get that one force break, whatever, and then that's it.
Oh my god! Wow. I think, and what I think. Like, on offense, actually, it looks like Marblehouse is doing a pretty good job. And even at neutral, what I'd like to see more at defense, rather, is that Marblehouse using dead angle. Oh, very nice.
Ooh, got it over.
Set it up.
Now we have another 50 meter to spend here if we want to.
Yeah, I'd like to see a bit more push blocking and dead angles.
Dead angle would be pretty nice. But
It's not, he is doing a lot of good active defense. I'm saying lots of DP. Wow,
yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
I'm seeing a lot of active DPs, delayed wake ups, so he is varying it. And then I've also seen adaptation though from Isca. He's doing, Okizeme that kind of covers both. Oh, very nice. I think, are we starting to see it? Are we starting to see the adaptation kick in here?
I think so. Marblehouse definitely seems like he's starting to get a hang of what's going on.
Oh, very nice.
Interrupts.
Yeah, no meter.
Just
no meter that time, so no invincible wake up.
Right. We have to be really wary here though with just this 25 tension on Slayer.
Yep, it's almost 50 now, so that means there's force breaks coming, especially with what we've seen of Isca's playstyle so far.
Oh, we better get that last bit before he gets that.
The good thing is, Marblehouse does have burst on deck. Oh, see? There's
Gold
that
burst.
burst.
Okay, gold burst is nice. I imagine gold burst is still safe in this game as well, right?
Yep. Oh, wow. There you
Just
go.
tagged it. Okay. Good stuff.
Very nice. Okay, so we got one on the scoreboard.
That's what I like to see. Now, I'm curious if the rest of the set kind of shifts like that, where, you know, Drew started picking up, you know, on how he wants to keep Slayer out, and then Isca struggles to make those adaptations back, or...
Yeah, exactly. Is this a hiccup in Isca's plan, or is this the start of an actual, like, a true download?
Nice end here.
Nice escape by Marblehouse, but then gets counter hit and launched to a full combo for his troubles.
So yeah, that's another scary thing when trying to trade with Slayer on the ground. You really can't. With 6 feet too.
You can't, and it's... And if you try and play that game with Bridget, doing the damage trade, you're going to lose the damage war every single time. Isca's keeping on the pressure, but we are starting to see a lot less consistent pressure. I think Marblehouse has started to figure out that there's, you know, some of this pressure that's being done to him is not real pressure.
Yeah, he's starting to see those openings and getting out of the corner, which is very nice.
But then Isca is just throwing out giant hitboxes on the screen, and very nice, and burns FB to keep his advantage.
We saw a ton of 6P in this game, like in comparison to the other ones. So, good on Isca for throwing those up now.
Almost like a knowledge check, I wonder. Like, do you know the animation for that? Does Marblehouse know that's the 6P? Then you can just sweep it or do some kind of low attack. But if you don't, and you keep challenging that mid or high, well, Slayer's just going to do a big combo on you. So it looks like the score is 8-1 right now, but we've got it's starting to become there we go.
There,
Just talked about it.
So now Marblehouse has to maybe look for more low hitting normals.
Yep, I think nice reset there. Especially if 6P gets thrown around this much, you gotta be ready with low normals. But then Slayer will do 6K and just go over it.
Yeah, that's actually just what happened just now. That top got over Bridget's kick. Oh, that's so funny.
Like, Isca's just playing some quality rock, paper, scissors here, where he's always picking rock, and then once in a while picks scissors. It's kind of amazing. The pressure is non-stop, though. And I feel like, wow.
Oh, the bear. It's like dizzy fish eating up. I didn't know that bear does that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. That must just be the force break, or maybe just the punchy bear. I actually don't know.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. That was the damage race is just in Isca's favor every single time.
Yeah, they really just they know they can gamble with these 6Ps and with these FBs. Yeah, they really just got it right because Isca they're throwing those moves out there and just trying to get Drew to respond Marblehouse, sorry. And it's really just not working out.
It's true, and I also like Marblehouse taking a sec there to kind of collect himself.
I wonder what Bridget has for kind of those low hitting normals to try and avoid these 6Bs.
Sweep goes fairly far, and then I think 2K is the other standard one, but Sweep actually has like a pretty respectable hitbox.
Okay.
So I think this reminds me a lot of one of the matches last week where there is about as much equal. Like, they each get about the same amount of turns. But the biggest problem, once again, is that Slayer only needs 3 turns to kill you.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Slayer just does not need much time at all.
Oh my god.
And it's really showing that they're ready for these conversions too. But I've been really impressed with some of the conversions that Isca's been getting.
See, now we got some bridges. Oh my god.
Ooh, okay. One more hit is gonna do it.
Yeah, there we go. That was so. This is set point right now. Happening.
All right.
So the pressure's on for Marblehouse to keep this set going.
All right, keeping us in the air.
But you know, every time Isca's got meter, they're using it to try and force a turn, which is really actually it's really valid in this game when you got boss character moves like locked behind meter.
And that's the funny thing too, right? Slayer, like these FD moves are just like leading into these huge conversions. They seem seemingly off like anywhere on the screen.
Yep. There's so much untech time on all of Slayer's force break moves. You can just do whatever you want. That was smart by Isca, disrespecting. Like I was about to say, Marblehouse is getting his game on now, but the moment he tried, there was disrespect with just the crouching jab. And that is 10-1 final score.
Yeah, shoutouts to Isca. They really got some great conversions, and I mean they did exactly what I was thinking. Where it's just like, you know what, like we have so many games to play with. Let's just do what we like. Let's just experiment, do what we want to do. And they saw that their game plan was working, and they kept to it.
Yep, you know what, and that's what happens in this game. It's if you have control of the match, you can do whatever you want, and it's on your opponent to figure out your game. And if they can't, well, too bad.
Yeah, that's just how it is. And they even Marblehouse got the one game, and they were ready with the 6Bs. Like, oh, yeah. I'm getting clips, getting hit on my way in. Well, let's start throwing out these 6Bs and get those trades.
Yep, and you know what? Exactly. It's like, I'm going to try something different now. I am going to just throw out 6Ps, and if you can't do anything about it, or if you don't know what to do, I'm just going to keep doing it, right? Especially in a long set. And I don't even think that's a long set mentality. If you manage to get that off in a tournament match, and they can't do anything about it, well, just ride that all the way through that match.
For sure.
That was great, though. So that was a nice showcase. We did get to see some really cool things from Marblehouse. Like, I was really impressed by how when at neutral he got to run a lot. I really liked the FD fly cancel stuff.
Ooh, yeah, that was cool.
But then once you're in the air, you got to come down at some point, and on the floor is lava, and it's lava and Slayer.
Yeah, how long can Marblehouse stay in the air? Like eventually you've got to come down. And
you saw a lot of that too, right? It was really great. It's like, Marblehouse is kind of doing his game. He's harassing from the air. Oh crap! I'm on the floor. Now I'm literally on fire. What do I do?
I think one of the big things that now I kind of want to research. I want to see how common it is for Bridget's teddy bear to just eat attacks like that. Because I wonder if that's something that can actually happen more frequently. Like using it as a shield to kind of cover these huge hitboxes that Slayer can throw out on the ground. That's pretty interesting.
After that match, I just want to comment. I see a lot of the Saskatchewan guys in the chat, and like generally, whenever I've been in net play lobbies, I don't think I've really seen many of you. Like I've seen Snicker and Isca a couple of times, but feel free to hop in some more Northwest stuff. Like there's not a lot of like intermingling, or there hasn't in the past been, between like the different regions, and so it's really cool to see.
It's like, if you make a game with rollback netcode, people will come play.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we had people in Twitch chat mentioning it, but yeah, the Marblehouse is in rural Alberta, right? So normally speaking, as much as Drew loves to play fighting games and plays all these different ones, he doesn't really get the chance because with how netcode usually works in these games, especially with pandemics. Like he can't come out play uni with the boys at at our meeting spot. So now that we have rollback available, yeah, this is what we get to see. We get to see people like True. We get to see Isca come by.
All right, so it looks like our next match is ShmupdogJoe and Cake. We got Edmonton versus BC.
Oh, okay. I recognize this name now, Cake. Okay.
Very exciting. So Cake, he got his start in Xrd.
Yeah, and they also play Zato Eddie. Zato and Eddie. Yeah, they also play Zato. Okay.
Joe played Millie in this game. I know he plays Eno in Xrd, but
I just want to point out that that's an Eno color, right?
Oh my god, it is an Eno color. He's got the montage going on. So, I was gonna say, I think he's probably got an aversion to Okizeme characters.
Well, I will say that all the games I've seen ShmupdogJoe play, he does play those kind of characters, so not surprised.
It's good though, and especially like we talked about Millie earlier. She's fast-paced. She is one of the Okizeme girls, so we got mix-up happen here. We got super jump into Bad Moon, and when you can start pressure. But speaking of Okizeme girls, we got Zato going on here.
The most beautiful of them all.
She's got the silkiest hair. And Zato
the thickest cake.
Hey, it's not wrong.
I think the best part now is that Zato is... This is one of the few games where Zato isn't either top tier or absolute bottom tier, right? Zato's pretty, he's a nice, okay character in this game. You'll get to see some really cool things. They gave him back his reload shadow, which you will never, ever see because it comes out slower. But it exists.
So, there was an XX game where Eddie was like one of the best characters, right? Because I mean, or to my knowledge at least, because Eddie can use meter to basically revive his shadow.
Yes.
So I don't know. I feel like I've heard that Eddie was very, very strong. Maybe if not Hussar in one of the other games.
Yep. So in Reload, Eddie was top tier. In this game, he's got some really cool things, like you said. He can use meter to recharge shadow. Force Break Joe in this game is no longer plus 20, it's only like plus 7. I mean, he still does it doesn't matter.
That's unfortunate. Only plus 7.
Yep, so it's still pretty good. But yeah, in this game, I've seen, and unfortunately I've had the pleasure of playing Taya for like a decade. He never does it though, but so maybe my point is moot. But there is a string you can do where you can recharge the shadow mid-string and just keep pressure going forever. Or as long as you have meter.
That sounds fun. That sounds fun. The
difference between this game and Reload and Xrd is that in this game, Eddie brings the shadow to himself. Whereas in Xrd and Reload, because Mawaru is the buzzsaw, he takes you to the corner. So in this game, whenever you see the shadow doing that 2-wave attack, that's Mawaru in this game.
Okay.
I believe I think I'm trying to remember everything that Teo was telling me, but I think Nobiru was air block. Well, yeah, there's Mawaru.
Okay, I see it. Yeah, so it seems like Eddie just gets to kind of keep you in place. He doesn't necessarily need the corner.
Yeah, it's a fun thing with plus R and AC Eddie where you don't have to take him to the corner comes to you. It's so convenient.
It makes me glad that Viking exists and that, when I put my time into this game, I don't have to think about these kind of things.
It's really true. Like, every character is just nice and busted in this game. Viken's really strong in this game because she doesn't need to gamble with a zombie. She can do it from guard.
Mm-hmm. I enjoy that immensely.
It was, yeah, it's something different to fight against. You gotta change your mentality. Against not just Viking, but a lot of characters in this game too, right? Like, if we look at Zato, and this is a universal Zato thing, I'd say, is that you should always be on the lookout to snipe that shadow if you can.
Right.
which Joe has been. He hasn't been sniping, but he's just been doing a good job just getting out of the way. But then here come the corners.
Yeah. And that's the thing. As soon as you're caught blocking, well, we are the corner, you know.
Yep, you can do whatever you want. And so,
Tried a cheeky throw there, but Kick was ready for it. Jumped.
Yep, and Zato, much like in Exerd, has a really large ground throw range in this game.
Okay, good to know.
It's like if you want to set something up and you don't want to get thrown, make sure you're setting it up from a very good distance away from what looks like his standing animation, his standing sprite.
Right.
So far, it's up to Cake is up 2-0.
Yes.
I would say that Joe has been doing a good job keeping the pressure on. It's just whenever Cake gets started, it's just the shadow. It's just the difference between Millie and Zato, I'd say. Eddie, I keep saying Zato, but Eddie, is that Eddie can reset you mid-combo without even trying, just because of the way Moaru works in this game.
I will say that I do appreciate you saying Zato because it makes it less confusing for me since Eddie is the puppet in Exit. But yeah.
I'm used to that too, and going forward too, right? Like, as far as the character is concerned, it is Zato. Eddie was like a one-off for this game because, well, I won't go into that, but there is a reason why he's Eddie and not Zato, like a non-lore reason. Wow, we got air throws in here.
That was a huge round. Right, there's something. And there's so much just huge normals coming out of Eddie and his shadow.
It's great. Like I believe the AC plus R version of Nobiru, the Shadow S, the one that just swipes upwards, is air blockable in this game, but it's fast and it reaches forward.
Wow.
Whereas the reload version, you cannot air block it without FDing.
Okay.
But it's slower and more vertical.
Yeah, so I was wondering. Yes, that was the third game. So I was wondering, like, you know, why these pins are coming out so quick. But now that I'm seeing these hitboxes, it's like, oh well, Millie kind of needs the pin, right, to catch these huge normals coming out and let her get in.
Yeah, it's true. And Millie can traverse around these normals, but it just takes one hit, right? If you get counter hit once by Nobiru, you're gonna slam against the wall and fly all the way down for Eddie to do a big combo on you.
That's the last thing Millie wants with her health pool.
Yeah,
Right.
Millie is like in every game, Millie is nice and fragile. Oh, here come the corners in the corner.
Oh, just.
So we haven't seen it done yet, but I'm waiting for Cake to set up some D Shadow combos or finishers, because in this game, if you know Zato Eddie from other Guilty Gear games, Shadow D is the minefield you can set up unblockables.
Yes.
In this game, it's an un-OTG. It's a puddle that appears on the ground, forces restand.
Oh.
And then Zato can just combo you. In older games, when Zato's 6P didn't have like a stun, I don't even know what to use, but so he would always do 100% stun during 6P. Like, I think it was made famous by Ogawa when he stunned Order Soul from a Shadow D with just 2 6Ps and just insta-killed him. But in this game, you can still get a lot of meter from Shadow D if it goes off. It hasn't gone off yet, mostly because Joe has been doing a really good job getting out of things. Good pressure, though.
Yeah, these jump outs are pretty great, honestly. He's ready with the FD2 just to not get caught unawares.
Okay, here we go. Cake with full Zato meter, Eddie meter, and a lot of regular meter.
Yeah, this is tough now. We don't have any meter because we've had to use it all FD. Yeah, we just got chipped out. I was just about to say, no meter.
Yeah, that's like the Eddie player special. It's like, you know what? I've got a bunch of meter. I'm going to dump it all in the force break drill just for fun.
That is definitely fun. I will say, that definitely feels good when you chip someone out like that.
Yeah, and I was looking at Joe's meter too, and he was FDing everything. Like, he was doing the smart thing and FDing everything, but when you run out of meter, what do you do?
Right. It's just unfortunate that Joe wasn't able to escape. Like, he had a lot of these good jumps, but Cake was ready with the hitboxes to keep them. keep.
And that was a good thing from Cake, right? He saw that Joe is jumping out. I'm gonna put, you know, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna put a giant hitbox on the screen here, and I'm gonna catch you without meter while you're in jump. And when you have no meter and you're in the air, you can't block. Now you're dead.
Oh, okay, nice delay on the fall there with the pin.
Yep, it looks like Joe's getting started.
Catching that.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And we're in.
Right, and Millie can air dash or cancel her normals in this game.
Bursted, not much meter will work with. Oh, and there's a dang. I think that's the first one we've seen so far.
There, yeah, it is. That was very good from Joe. Kept the pressure on.
Making Kick maybe think about why we bursted it.
Yep. Don't burst it. Very nice mix-up. Kick doesn't fall for it. He's mash and throw on defense, which is, you know, like, as the attacker, you've got to be ready for that.
I was gonna say, like, as much as people give others, you know, whatever it may be, with in regards to mashing, like, making fun of people for it. In a game like this, you really have to, honestly. if you're just trying to hold down back, you may as well not play. You're gonna get.
Exactly. It's like when you arm people with a one-frame throw, and then you're Zato and you've got like a big ground throw range. Why not? It's on the attacker to, yeah, and like you said, a lot of people be like, oh, well, look at this scrub just mash, you know, throws on defense. Well, if you're getting hit by it every time, that's your fault.
Exactly. Ooh. Nice.
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah, right there. I was just gonna say, it's gonna be a good start for offense, and then that throw came in play. But here we go. Millie stuff. Ooh. Double.
Joe is doing a really good job of keeping the pressure on. Nice force break disc. And in this game, force break disc actually cranks guard gauge.
Oh, okay.
So it's like people.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Very brave. Very brave. I like it. Yeah, it's after Slash, one of the system changes that most projectiles don't grant guard gauge anymore, but there's a couple special ones like force breaks and Venom, for example. Oh, smart.
Honestly, Joe picking it up. Joe's picking up the pace, so I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Yeah, he's starting to get there. He's starting to warm up. I think it's so easy for Zato to run his game once he gets you in a block string.
I mean, as we saw, yeah, as you said, the corner comes to him, so
yep,
he really just needs you to block anything, and then we get going.
And that's the nice, crazy part about Zato in this game. It's
yes,
yeah, it's you know, I see. Yeah, there's somebody in chat.
Yeah, I'm more to know, but that's okay.
Oh, drops the combo, gives Joe a chance to get out, but is just still rushing in. No shadow. So this is Joe's chance right here. No shadow. Oh, Blitz already back.
Oh wow, that was fast. I was expecting a little more time.
Me too. Actually, I'd forgotten how fast that shadow recharges.
Oh, what Exert players would do to have this?
Yeah, I know, right? It's just they kind of wrecked Zato in that game. Oh, you gotta be ready for that giant throw range.
That killed the shadow, but okay, we still got about half the bar's length to go.
You know what? That's a good point. I was gonna say like there was nothing off that trade, but you know you're right. He killed the shadow. Gets to keep going in, or gets to stop Cake for a bit, but the shadow's already back.
Yeah, that's insane. That's so fast.
He's blocking all of this. Like, oh, here we go.
Check out.
I got 75% meter. You want to do with it? I'm gonna mash down a bunch of times.
So now we have to start thinking, well, maybe FDing everything is not the solution at the moment.
And especially, then you don't have any meter left to do anything with it, right? You don't have any meter to do, you know, blocking the FD guard in the air. You don't have meter to start your offense. A little bit of FDing would be nice, but you don't need to FD everything. But here we go, Joe getting his game started.
Okay. I saw the super jump E. That's a sad moon, I believe.
Yeah, worst moon. And just 3 hits later, Zato's back in the game.
Yeah, here's 75 meter. We're gonna throw it out there.
Why not?
Get rid of all your meter. It's kind of like a Dark Angel, Venom Dark Angel, where he just throws it out, and now it's like, okay, well, you either eat all this chip or you eat all the meter.
Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do? I see that you have very little meter. I'm gonna get a bunch of chip damage in there, and if you decide to fuzzy jump, well, and you run out of meter, that's it.
That's a pretty fun win condition in the fighting game.
It is. I do like that win condition when you drain meter from someone and they're just like, oh well, what do I do now? And you just start matching jab or something, and they just get hit by it.
Yeah.
So far, I mean, there's been a lot of swings back and forth here. It just so happens right now that at the very end of every match, Cake's got the meter advantage, and he's just finishing what needs to be done.
That's been the kind of game ender each time. They've been pretty close games. We've had a couple times where we're both at both the last round. But yeah, it's just like the meter difference, right? He's really just kind of getting to Joe.
Yeah, and I know it's nice gets out. Then and also to give to also explain what happened here. I think every time Joe's been getting started, he's been sending a really good Okizeme, but Cake's got these young man reactions. I've definitely counted on 2 hands at this point how many times he's blocked mix-up with Tandem Top.
I imagine Cake was able to take advantage of Millie Blocker before they closed it for good.
Is Millie Blocker dead now?
It has something to do with, is it Flash being discontinued or something? I don't remember.
You're right. I forgot that was a Flash game.
So yeah, unfortunately, we can no longer learn how to block Millie.
You have to watch the archive. You have to watch the Games Done Quick version of Milia Blocker.
I was actually gonna next week have a moment of silence for Milia Blocker before Taya's match.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Where's Taya? We need him to make the sequel to Milia Blocker, Milia Blocker 2.
That would be pretty funny. Throw in some bad ones as well.
Yeah, oh my god. Just... we just witnessed another match where can't get started. I'm not too sure what needs to change here for Joe. I feel like he's moving around right.
I really think it just it's about the whole meter being your lifeline more than your health bar, because we're not having the meter to help close out or help get this match started. Because oftentimes when Joe is getting in, like maybe 25 meter at most is what we're on.
Yeah, and I think that's true too. And with Cake being able to block as well as he is right now, a single mix-up off regular Tandem Top isn't going to help. He really wants to be doing like a force break version to force multiple mix-ups.
Right, like right here, right? We had 25 meter, and now it's all gone again because like we're using it all on FD, which is not necessarily wrong. But we gotta start thinking about if I have this meter, what does it mean for me when we get a chance?
Exactly. It's like I'm blocking and I'm still getting open up eventually because Zato gets 3 mix-up chances with Moaru. Maybe I should just regular block, and when I get my turn, then I've got 50% meter on my side, so I can set up 6 mix-ups with 2 FB discs.
Right. And also like with the jumping out, it limits how many times you can try that when you're spending your ground blocks with on FD. Oh, okay.
Wow, really? Smart.
Not what I was expecting, but alright.
Whether that was intentional or not, that was a good way to get through the bubble, right? Like, if you're in throw animation, the bubble's not going to hit you.
Yeah, and right there too, we have to see Cake just like covering both the air with Eddie and then the ground with Shadow. Just like, Cake didn't even like go to Joe. They just jumped as Eddie, pressed JK just in case Joe had any like thoughts of trying to jump out. And then Shadow was just there to cover Joe, pull that down backing. So maybe what we have to see honestly is just Joe pressing to kill the Shadow.
Yeah, and you know what? Joe's been doing a lot of like meter-based defense, like just FDing and stuff. But I would also like to see him doing some instant blocks, between shadow pressure and just killing the shadow and leaving.
I mean, I guess that's really what it comes down to, because you're not going to get the frame advantage to really go out on your own when there's a shadow and Eddie on top of you.
Yep, and this just happens, right? There we go. Nice stuff. He's challenging. Oh, a little too late.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, little antsy.
And now we're back to this really unfortunate situation where look how much meter Cake has, look how much meter Joe has.
Yep. And he's going to be able to get started again because now he's got Eddie meter on deck,
Okay.
and he's got. Oh my
Oh,
god.
the boss. Oh.
Nope, that's not a real thing.
I see.
So we got. Wow. Wow.
Just Hail Mary, right? Real quick.
He's trying to snipe with a giant sword.
That would have been pretty funny for me.
That would have been fantastic. Oh, here we go. I think that's the story of this match so far. It's like at neutral, nothing crazy, you know, everyone's getting their turn, but the moment Shadow comes out and you're in a block string, that's it.
Yeah.
So no Shadow right now, so it's gonna go back to what we. Oh my god.
And now just like one straight hit away. Ooh.
Here we go, Shadow again, right? Now the pressure. Oh, very nice from Joe. Kills the Shadow. He gets his turn.
That was the
nice
start
try.
of 2H2 by the looks of it.
Yeah, it has a nice upward reaching hitbox, but it's so slow.
Yeah.
So this is set point for Cake.
I think, yeah, this really just goes to show how vital meter is in Guilty Gear. You really need it to like get stuff going.
And like you said, it's not like you doing faultless defense is wrong. It's just there's a time and a place for it. And you got to preserve some of your meter.
Yeah. I mean, I like when I first started out, that's definitely something I was doing, where I was just faultless defensing everything. And it probably took me like a year and a half before someone finally said, "Hey, why are you always like faultless defensing? Why do you keep doing that?"
Yeah, it's like when you faultless defense a lot, sure you've got the push block, but then when it's your turn, your offense is so much more honest, for lack of a better word.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you've got force break discs or force break node or whatever dumb force break projectile you have. Suddenly your offense is a lot more dishonest.
You definitely don't want to be playing honest against the characters in this game.
No, exactly. Playing honest in this game is a mistake because every character is a boss character. You want to unleash your own boss abilities too. And in this game, most boss abilities are locked behind meter.
Right. That's quite a slew of 10 years there. We had like two H's, and then we had a disc cover another air tech attempt.
Oh my god, I see. Oh, is Joe going for the Hail Mary? Is it happening?
Oh. Okay. I mean, it's a mid, I guess you can't really. You just kind of have to hope.
See if Cake gets owned up by mid. Is it happening?
Oh.
Oh no.
I mean, we killed a Shadow. But now especially, that you just can't get meter anymore. Can't jump. Can't.
Yeah, I was gonna say like he should FD that, but then I remembered like half a second later. I'm like, oh right.
Just didn't even have the option anymore for FD.
That was rough. That was yeah, that was a good game there. But yeah, it was very clearly defined by who had meter, who didn't, and
Oh, okay, go for it. I do. Alright, so 16th of January by the looks of it, 7 p.m. So same time we started today. We're going to be having some more exhibitions. We've got another 1st to 7. I imagine that's going to start it off. It's going to be Pangea, did I pronounce that correctly? Pangea Faust versus Festival. Kaikiske. Festival has been hella grinding. I see them like literally every single day adding people for games. So I want to see what progress they've made. Ooh, okay. Yes. That rings a bell now.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
Pan's the Exerd mod guy.
Yeah. And then after that, we've got first 10 Xmas Johnny, Calgary, right?
Yep.
Calgary as well. And then we've got Alex here with us, who's going to be playing Order Soul against Xmas Johnny.
Yeah, this is the rematch of the last like online grand finals of Plus
Okay, I
R.
remember. Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
it interests me. Xmas plays Elfelt and Exert, right?
He does, yeah.
Why?
I'll tell you why. As an Exert Johnny trying to play this game, having a reversed Mistfinder is like the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And I like, yeah.
Okay, well, fair enough, fair enough.
I feel like he knew the writing on the wall. He was like, plus R is getting a re-release, so I'm gonna switch to just that.
Fair enough. Alright, and then after that, we got another first attempt, Taya versus House Up Zappa, Eddie and Zappa. I have not seen Zappa yet.
And you know what? And Taya, this is his return to Guilty Gear. It's very exciting.
Ooh,
Well, if you're excited about seeing Zappa, I'll just switch it off this preview after we remind you to show up next week because we do have this going on. Our next match is going to be HeartySnicker versus Twisted Balls, and HeartySnicker is a Zappa player.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I haven't seen at least like I haven't seen any regional Zappa players. So it's like
That's really exciting because I have not played against HeartySnicker since he was playing Order Soul, and that was when the netcode first came out. So that's exciting. And Twisted Balls is that BC Ray?
HeartySnicker's from Saskatchewan, honestly.
Yeah.
He's asked me to go by Twisted Balls specifically. So I guess that's him. So
That's great.
and
So-
we got Snicker in the lobby. I'll just get Ray in the lobby and then we'll get going here.
Yo, what is this coffee? Is a HeartySnicker a laugh the time for was a chocolate bar filled with pizza? What?
That's amazing.
Alright.
So as a bit of a background from Ray, another old school player, back in the day, in the AC days, he was known as God Hands Ray. This is the man that can do
God
execution in double X on a pad.
Oh, God hands on.
Yeah,
Yes.
God Hands Ray.
Alright, alright.
But as he's gotten older, I guess now he goes by Twisted Balls.
Just there we go.
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
Okay. So, Potemkin seems quite the character in this game in comparison to what I am used to.
In this game, Potemkin's, he's actually playable. It's very exciting.
That kind of hurts because, everyone makes fun of Exer Potemkin. That's what got me. That was my gatekeeper to Arc Rainbow Top 32. The MGA from Japan.
Yeah, we joke about Potemkin being bad in Xrd, but if he touches you once, you still do die.
Well, I mean, when you have someone that experienced to play against, they definitely know what they're doing. They hit you, and that's what's gonna happen. Anyways.
Yeah, it's true. And so in this game, Potemkin has a lot more options. He's got nice super armor force breaks. He's got an air Potemkin buster. He's got OTGs on OTGs with meter. It's really great.
Right. So as much as Potemkin likes command grabs and whatnot, right? Zappa, from what I heard, has like the most absurd backdash in existence.
Yeah, I forget the exact number, but it's like the backdash is
It's
X amount of
11
number.
frames, I think, and then 1 frame vulnerability.
Yeah, that was what was saved. Are we gonna see infinites here?
Both of these characters only have 1 frame of vulnerability on that backdash, so it's the war of backdashes.
That's pretty funny.
Also, I just wanted to comment on how lovely and beautiful this match is. Both of these players responsibly setting their names to what their names actually are.
Ooh, yeah.
Thank you.
I was gonna say you're gonna be disappointed next week.
Uh-oh.
I imagine
You're disappointed next
extremely.
week when we got stupid names on screen, but you know what? And here's the thing too, right? This Zappa is ridiculous in this game. He never has to commit because all of his ghosts don't require him to actually come up and hit you in the face. He can just run away, and he's got infinites. He's got ridiculous sword mix-up. Like if we want to talk about the Geneva War Crime Convention, this is it right here.
Alright.
But Potemkin is no slouch in this game, and the damage is just great on his side. And he's so tanky, right? We're used to grapplers being tanky. This is nothing new. But against a character like Zappa that can just they can just zone you out. It's once Potemkin he needs to get in, and once he gets in, he needs to do everything in his power to never leave.
Right, that's how it is. And I mean, I guess depending on what summons we see from Zappa, the desperation changes.
And that's it too, right? Zappa is one of these characters that is a shifting matchup for everybody. It's like he has no ghost. Maybe this is 5-5 for me. He has a sword. Maybe now it's 9-1.
From what I've been told, the ghost he summons is based on the round timer. I don't know if that's accurate. Okay.
Yep. So some of them, there is a certain set of numbers where it's random, and then a certain set of numbers where it is like determined by the number. I can't remember the exact like science behind it, but it's like something like, and this is probably wrong, but like 1 to 7, for example, are set ghosts, and 8 to 0 are random.
Oh, I see.
It's something like that.
That's quite interesting.
So wow.
That's busted. And life lead is not even.
Yeah, it's wow.
He has sword.
Getting in here and doing damage.
I was just going to say, I saw a sword behind Zappa, but we didn't get the chance to use it.
And that's another thing too. Zappa on Wake Up, after he gets knocked down, has a chance to summon a random ghost.
Oh. Okay.
It can be good or bad for the defender. Like, they added icons in Plus R to let you know which ghost you have, but in older games you just had to look. It's like, oh, what ghost do I have? So in this game you have at least a fraction of a second to respond to what ghost you have, instead of no time at all.
That's quite funny, actually.
It's still nice and unreasonable. It's like, oh, well, you know, I look down, I have 10 frames to react to me having dog on Wake Up. Now I can't do Wake Up summon.
So, can you tell me a little bit about these blue orbs flying around Zappa?
So this is Pokemon right here. When Zappa gets 8 orbs around him, he gets to summon his final ghost, Rao.
Rao, okay, I've heard of Rao.
Yep. So he technically has 5 modes if you count like him with no ghost. Rao is like a giant suit of armor, a ghostly suit of armor that surrounds him in the background, and it's got ridiculous hitboxes with no hurt boxes on them.
Yeah, but it's like just mids. Come on, bro. It's not that bad. Just block the mids.
It is just mids, and it's not. We say that, but then if Zappa does dust with Rao, he has a different dust animation where the ghost hits you on top of the head, and he can combo into 3 DPs after for like 50% of your health.
That sounds kind of funny.
I feel like he has a low. I feel like he has a low even with Rao, but I can't remember right now. Like I fought this matchup for like a decade, and I still can't remember.
I guess there's a lot of stuff to keep in mind when you have 5 modes. What is it?
Yep, exactly. Like you actually have to keep track of which ghost he has, and you gotta know how your matchup is up against that ghost. And then so for this one has the three ghosts. This is like a ghost that revolves around like launching itself at you like a fireball, just like projectiles. And HeartySnicker is doing a fantastic job. And
yeah, that was quite a long set of pressure there.
The fun part about those ghosts is that when they hit you, they curse you. And when you're cursed, flower pots and golf balls attack you as well.
Is that a DP? Those centipedes coiling around?
It's effectively a DP. It's also a summon animation.
It's also safe on block.
It is also safe on block.
Okay. I shouldn't question too much considering there's a character in this game that doesn't have a block period.
This is the matchup I play like pretty much the most. Zappa is something else. Quite the character. Gotta love it.
Zappa, like I said, there was a convention written about him, so we should all know about this. But you know what? Twisted Balls is showing that he knows this matchup and he's got defense systems of his own.
Yeah, honestly, like, for how hard I imagine it should be for attempting to navigate this field of hitboxes and whatnot, Twisted Balls seems to really know what to do.
Yeah, and Twisted, he's got the combos. He's getting these hard knockdown combos. I was about to comment on how the Sword Ghost is just a Persona character, but we didn't get a chance to see it out there long enough.
Yeah, and this matchup is not an easy matchup for Potemkin at all. It's one of his harder matchups, probably.
It is, because, yeah, that's a good point to make. This is one of Potemkin's hard matchups, because literally every ghost Zappa has is a zoning ghost, and he can keep Potemkin out. So, Twisted Ball is doing a really good job keeping the advantage when he has it.
I do want to say HeartySnicker has really done a great job with these centipede reversal things. Like, they've gotten a lot of good openings with them.
Yeah, and he's very adept with the ghosts, which is a very hard summon to play.
Oh wow, he's already jumping around here. He's collected 6 out of the 8 Dragon Balls here. Are we gonna see Rao this round?
No burst anymore. We do have meter for Deading. I think we did see a Deading in the last round actually.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Dragon Balls
okay.
are out.
Let's see what this guy does.
Wake up DP.
Ooh, that's a big fireball.
Yep. Oh, just burns the super with that tons of chip damage.
Oh, okay, so he doesn't stay forever though.
No, there's a limited timer on Rao, which they shortened in Plus R. Because they were tired of this character just all Zappa players relying on Rao, and so they buffed all the ghosts.
Well, I mean, I imagine most people who play against Zappa were happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a give and a take, right? I'm like, oh, at the end of the day, I'm like, yes, I don't have to fight Rao all the time, but now I have to fight 3 other ridiculous ghosts.
Maybe you have to go against Sword again.
But at least you can plan around those ghosts. Like I said, shifting matchup. You have to figure out what to do against every ghost, but you can do it. And Rao, like we talked about, Rao doesn't last as long. It's not as terrible.
Well, we got a good opener there with the air threat. But, okay, we got the Skeleton Dog. The Skeleton Dog reminds me a lot about Eddie, since we just watched a set with Eddie in there.
It's like a mixture of Eddie and Biken actually. It's because you can be doing nothing and control the dog. So you can be doing down back and control the dog.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. So in that sense, it's like Biken, but its actual function is closer to Eddie.
DPS, I see.
I respect that because every time you hit with the centipedes, you get a bunch of Dragon Balls. So he's trying to do summon, RC summon to get as many. Wow.
Yeah, that was great. Just had enough with OTG to take that.
That was very, very smart. Oh, nice control of the ghosts here. These combos though, wow.
Oh, not crossed up. Uh-oh.
And in this game, Protecting, you just drop you to the floor and start mix up. Here we go, it's Persona time.
Oh man, this does not look fun to play against.
Nope. So Zappa just hangs out full screen while he sends his sword to play the neutral.
And imagine you can't touch that thing.
Nope. Whenever Zappa hits buttons with the sword out, the sword normals come out. They actually take over, I think, slash and heavy slash as far as his normals go.
And I was noticing like, oh hey, we have all the orbs for Rao, but it seemed like sword was really doing was the right answer here.
Yep. It's like whatever. Oh, very nice. I like that HeartySnicker is doing standing. I think standing kick. Standing kick puts Zappa off the ground so that he just dodge slide out.
Yeah. I was wondering about that.
Wow, these combos.
I'm liking these conversions. Wow, that's very interesting. And now here we have enough for Rao if that's what we want to do.
Yep. Is he gonna go for it? Is he gonna keep? Well, you know, now he's decided he got it chosen for him. The balls killed the dog, and now we got Rao.
Oh, I see now that Rao has a meter there.
Yep. It does drain pretty quickly, but given how strong the other ghosts are, it's not that big of a deal. So that puts HeartySnicker on the board.
Yeah, we're on the board now. We really got to see how slippery Zappa can be in that game.
And how ridiculous the pressure can be when he's got the corner.
Because, yeah, the first 2 games we had, Twisted Balls was showing was finessing, honestly, getting lots of great openings. But that time, it was just, you know, Potemkin reaching for thin air.
Yep. It's good too. I think, like we said, this is a very hard matchup for Potemkin, so as long as HeartySnicker can keep the advantage, Twisted Balls won't be able to do anything. Now we got Persona action happening, so...
I really like that early burst so that we do get that space to start up using this sword.
Yep, and what are you going to do? It's not like you can burst the sword. Wow, we got triple overheads or something here. We got frame traps. Oh, wow.
Ooh, wow. That was quite interesting.
Yep, he just has to. He missed the FRC, but there is an FRC on that just to keep the combo going. So he's collected all the Dragon Balls again. Is he gonna make a wish?
Honestly, it seems like maybe just sticking on sword is as long as you can stick on to sword, it seems like the best answer right now.
He does DP between the string, because why
Just
not?
gotta flip his 1 in 3 chance.
Yep. Roll the dice. Roll the D3, see what happens.
Oh, there's sword again. It's like every time I've seen Snicker get sword, when he gets to use the sword, it seems like a wrap, honestly.
Yeah, there's very little attempt he can do about this. Like, he has to jump in, then Zappa just brings the sword back to him and starts the zoning. Oh, there we go. No, so good stuff.
Dare I say, it kind of reminds me, for people who get the reference, of old Taker versus new. When Zappa has the sword and just keeping the big grappler on the other side of the screen and nothing can be done.
Are you talking about BBCT Taker versus
Yes.
Oh god. That's not a wrong analogy. Like, it's very apt. It's like, I've got my zoning game going on. Very nice air throw.
Yeah, that was awesome. Snicker really cleaning up the game. I mean, obviously Sword's doing a lot of work. But we had, yes. But we like that air throw, the early burst decision to start getting pressure going. It's a lot of great decisions there.
Yep, you know what? It's like, I want to start this zoning game because that's all 3 of my ghosts are amazing at it. So I'm gonna spend that burst. I'm gonna get set up the space. I'm gonna summon 1 of 3 ghosts, and I'm gonna make it happen. Oh, here we go. Good burst from Twisted Balls.
It looks so funny seeing the slide head come out and then Zappa just kicking away with it.
Yep, he's like, forget it. Oh, here we go. It's time for them to get started. So now it's on Twisted Balls to stay in there.
Ooh. Oh man, all these hitboxes getting the armor off of Hammerfall.
Wow, IB into Potemkin Buster.
That was some great defense. Nice DP.
Oh god. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's time. It's time for you to go full screen in a single combo.
Oh wait. That was the chance, but unfortunately.
It's rough. Once that sword comes out, it's not quite a wrap, but you're gonna lose so much health trying to get back in there.
It really seems that way. I don't know, like with the mobility that Potemkin has. Whoa, okay, that was a
Marble combos in here, relaunch combos.
Oh, that small walk up to get the Buster.
He's playing so patient. Oh my god.
Okay, Dirty Ball's 100% finesse that round so hard.
That was a very slick round. I gotta admit there, but okay. So now he's got the dog. Oh, good gold burst. Prevents pressure from getting started, but
Alright, Snicker wasn't too happy about that, so here we go. Trying to hold this up aggression.
yeah, he's like, you know what? I don't like what just happened here. Now it's time to use one of my 4 zoning ghosts. That backstep. This is the battle of the backsteps here.
Yeah.
Wow,
Bailey
nice.
mentioned earlier too. Both these characters only have 1 frame of vulnerability in the backdash.
It's godlike backdashes here. Oh, but we going Raoul? Yeah, we are.
And I imagine we just go for chip here.
Yeah, he's gonna wait to build that 50% meter, and he's just going to
Yes, that's a chip.
Yeah, that's super
I
block
love
behind
those
Raoul.
I love those win conditions so much. It's just a checkmate.
It's so good, right? And I saw it too. I'm like, all right, he's just doing this really safe pressure, and he's almost at 50% meter, and there it is. Yeah, that super deals so much chip, and it is a Raoul only super.
I would hope so. Seeing how strong just like a plus on block full screen super like that is.
Yeah,
Or it looks plus on block. I'm not 100% sure on the frame data kind of thing.
it's positive, really positive. That's all we need to know. It's ridiculously positive. Yeah, this very nice. Like, and I think HeartySnicker is committing less to pressure now. He's just going straight for for zoning whenever he gets the chance.
Yeah, which is really working out. I mean, that one time where we insisted on being like right in Potemkin's face, that's just the boss was showing that like, oh, I'm ready to IB, and Potemkin Buster really opens.
Yep. Oh, but it's close to stun.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but then look. Oh, there it is.
I really like. So the portrait flashing, is that stun?
Yep. In this game, they added that because you had no idea how close you were to stun. So when your portrait flashes, now you're in the danger zone.
I really like that.
I do too. You can kind of start planning. And you're like, oh no, like now I'm in trouble.
All right.
So
Uh-oh.
yeah, I was about to say, did Twisted Ball scout out that sword? Sword is also a DP in sword.
Holy moly.
Because why not?
Ooh, cross up? Is that an overhead or something? That weird headbutt looking thing?
So in this game, Potemkin actually has high-low mix-up.
There it is. All right.
You can't do very much from it. You can only sweep from it. But you know what? It gets you antsy, right?
Right.
This
Now
is
we're getting... I don't know if because during pressure earlier on, I don't know if they were misinputs, but we were seeing lots of 6Bs coming from Twisted Balls like mid pressure. So I don't know if he was attempting to do Hammerfall and misinputting it, or if like they were trying to call out, jump outs. But either way, it seems like the pressures are really starting to work out now that they've scouted out whatever they needed to scout out.
Yep, you can definitely tell for sure he's got all the burst baits on deck, whether it's intentional or just through right. Whether it's just through an OS or if it's like actually intentionally being done, it's really nice.
I mean, earlier on we were praising Snicker for early burst to get pressure started with the sword, and Twisted Balls and he was like, okay, sword's out, we're gonna wait for this burst.
Yep, and speaking of burst, that was a bad one from Twisted Balls, but I was about to say, but he's close to Zappa, but not like this.
Uh-oh, yeah. We might have Rousing too, right? We need one more Dragon Ball.
Yep, I've seen it. Whoa, there we go.
Oh, wait, we have 100 meter. We're gonna see if that angle from Snicker. What is going on, man?
But you know what? Zappa fell over. That means he has a very good chance to get a ghost randomly. And good on HeartySnicker for realizing he's blocking Potemkin pressure, and he's like, oh, I've got dog because that's my character's mechanic.
Snicker honestly seems to transition into these different modes quite seamlessly.
Yeah, I was about to say the switching between gears is almost seamless. Like there's very little time required to realize what they're doing.
Great spacing. Holy moly, yeah. How does sword seem so awful for Potemkin?
It's terrible, and there's nothing Potemkin can do. Like since sword hits so fast and is like an independent hitbox from Zappa, you can't use your regular super armor, dash-ins to do anything.
Please select your character.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So this is a very, very close set.
Oh, I just read in chat that Flick doesn't even work against sword. That is a nightmare.
Yep. Sword's not a projectile, it's a physical attack that's just disjointed full screen.
Man, that's something. Oh!
Very nice.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, drops it.
That looked like it was going to be the start of something.
Oh, gold burst to try and keep pressure. I respect that. But now, here we go. We got ghosts on deck.
And got ourselves out. Yeah, taking the time on the air tag to just back off to the other side of the screen.
I really like what HeartySnicker's doing. Like, he'll go in for a little bit, and then he'll be full screen, but this is one of the times that Potemkin gets started. Nice dead angle.
Ooh, that was almost there, too.
Oh, no.
Sword time. Oh, wait.
Is he gonna get the kill? No, not quite.
We got LTG from here, can we?
Nope. Oh! Oh, he gets scored again.
This is,
Oh, wow.
Okay, burst. We don't have a
Oh my god, really?
Okay. I was gonna feel so bad. It doesn't go anywhere in the grappler. There's that chip left, and the zombie gets away from you.
3 ghosts in a or 3 swords in a row though. Like after this match, HeartySnicker should go buy a lottery ticket. Oh, we're at stun. Is this stun?
Yes.
That's a round.
And then we just.
Oh
Ooh,
wow.
not fast. You took a bit too much time with that second heat knuckle, but that's okay.
Yep, yeah. Knuckle takes so long. So, wow, it's just going back and forth here.
I'm liking this. I'm liking this.
So yeah, every time you see Sword Up, it's just at least Potemkin can fight through the other two. It's like they're still bad matchups, we can fight through them.
Sword just needs.
Like you can flick Ghost, you can punch Dog, but you can't punch or flick Sword. Like what are you gonna do?
You down back and cry.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the
Next round there's no swords.
oh my god. And the Dog is there to ruin pressure.
I mean, I can really tell that Twisted Balls has plenty of experience just due to the fact that they're able to keep their composure. You know, after games like that where you just lose because, you know, hey, I can't do anything against this. And
Like,
then
oh yeah, the game decided to give my opponent 3 swords back to back.
But, you know, he keeps fighting, gets up, says, you know what, next game, I'm gonna get in, and then he does.
That's the thing too. That's a really good mentality, right? It's like sometimes there's nothing you can do in a round. Punch that dog.
Great stuff.
Get off my lawn.
That's a mental victory.
That was so good.
Ooh, nice block on that.
HeartySnicker's doing a really good job getting out of pressure though.
Ooh, caught him with the slide head. We need to make this count. Oh, well, actually, we don't have. Oh, not as soon as I was gonna say.
So that's like the biggest problem with Potemkin and Zap right there too. It's like I need to burst to get out of your stuff, and Zap was like, "Thank you. Did you send me full screen? I'll gladly take this."
Yeah.
No, that's two swords. Is it gonna happen again? No. Oh.
Alright. Well, at least with this, we can make some stuff happen.
Yes, this is. There you go.
There it is. Just 2 more of those.
Ooh.
And so okay. Oh, wow, nice. This is starting to get a little scary for both of them now. I know, that's it, right?
Is that it? Is that it? Yes, it is. James Chen, is it gonna kill? But yeah, this is like you said, it's a really good mentality to know when the round is over, and then just prepare yourself for the next round. Especially like in this game, comebacks can happen obviously, but my god,
You can't let these silly things get to your head. I mean, that has no business getting to your head, especially when you have these many games to get through.
Yep, exactly. Wow,
That was a perfect, clean round.
that was so crisp. Sometimes, but sometimes that happens in this game. It's in any Guilty Gear. It's like, you know what? My game literally like the stars lined up for me, and now you're dead.
Well,
He
there's
did a smart thing too. Like he RC'd to make sure that if a burst came out, he'd be ready for it.
Speaking of power fantasies, that's definitely the grabber one. Against all odds, I got it, and I guessed right each time.
Very nice.
Sword. Over it. Oh wait, no, it's gone now.
What will come out? Nope, that's 2.
I'm a liar. It's another sword.
There's the DP, the full screen DP that's disjointed. Oh,
These starting to work out, but not like a wild growth.
just super armors through the DP. I respect the mentality there, but super armor. Oh my god.
Oh.
Is this a stun? It's a stun.
Yup, 6H. Negative. Wait, okay, yeah, okay. I was hard to see the animation for the stun because of WoW.
Yeah, it's like a giant blue background. Oh my god. Okay, that was really against all odds. Twisted Balls came and just
Two
Just finish
swords.
that round.
Fought through 2 swords in a row and still got it.
But now we got infinites.
Ooh, fancy.
Almost. A lot of damage still.
Honestly, dog looks like one of more fun summons for Zappa to use.
It's really fun. You get a lot of cool combos and you get to do whatever you want for a little bit while being safe because you can hold down back and use the dog.
Is that a backdash?
That was a backdash.
That was so fast. Just narrowly avoiding the slide at that angle.
And Zappa's like, why thank you.
No. Maybe not the summon we wanted to see, but we gotta make it work.
Oh, there's
Oh, there
sword.
it is. Alright.
Frame trap.
No burst, no meter on Potemkin
Oh,
side.
we're gonna see a Raoul again? If I were HeartySnicker, I would stick with sword.
Yeah, I think we stick with sword.
Oh, he's got no
Oh,
choice. Oh no,
Okay.
he did have a choice.
Ooh, I think he might have been holding up back.
I think so too.
That was close. That we almost had that there. We almost had that there.
Yeah, that Raoul was just hanging out. He was next in line, ready to take his turn, but ride's closed. Sorry. What is the score now? 7-4. Wow.
Or yeah. Yep. Twisted Ball's adaptation and just like how he maneuvers himself back in through all this is just really impressive to see.
It is. He's navigating the minefield, and he's got a giant hurt box, and it's working out really well. It also helps that the moment he touches Zappa, like the damage is just insane. Tepkin's just doing air motions. Oh, we see an infinites here. Oh my god. Oh wow.
There's the opening. Nice patience. Oh no.
Oh wow.
Good.
I saw the air pot buster, but it missed the burst.
There, nice DP to cover the jump in right there. And I mean, Zappa keeps saying help me, but I think Potemkin's the one that should be saying that when Sword's out.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, I got no. Oh, he gets the link.
Just
Wow.
the slow walk up into 6H.
He's taking advantage of every turn he gets. I think that's the big thing here. Sends him to the corner.
It shows you how explosive it is once when you can get your conversions consistently.
Yep, and you know he's banking on these armored wake up options to make sure Zappa stays in the corner. It's really small. Wow.
There it is. And we meter. We get that follow up, and wow, it's up.
40%.
Please select your character.
That was another really clean match.
Yeah, that was impressive. That was impressive.
So I don't know. I feel like HeartySnicker's doing a really good job. But then he makes one mistake, and then suddenly...
I mean, that's just how it is with these kind of characters like the Potemkin and Slayer. That's
Yeah, it
the
really is. It's
matchup.
just involved.
But there's a caveat. If you decide for 1 second that this matchup for some reason is not going to go as it should, you're going to be regretting it.
Yep. This matchup may be in Zappa's player, but you gotta earn every victory in this game. Oh damn! Just caught him after the ghost throw. All these bursts are getting baited like still pretty consistently.
Fortunately for Snicker, we're not taking like too much health loss, but it still sucks to not have that defensive option.
Yep. I've seen 2 swords now. Is this a third? No. Okay.
The doggy.
Here comes the. Oh no! He backed up.
Probably
Get rid of that dog.
If anything, wouldn't it be good for Potemkin to just let the dog, like wouldn't Zappa want the dog to just die with a 5P so he can try and summon them?
Yeah, I think it's I think I can see what Twisted Balls is doing. If he kills the dog, then he has a short window to get in while Zappa's trying to resummon. But then Zappa, on the other hand, is like, you know what? I'm okay with you killing this dog because the other 2 ghosts are also ridiculous.
Yeah, because I from what I've seen at least, the like 3 ghosts and then the sword seem to do the best against keeping the tempo on it.
For sure. The dog can also do it, but yeah, it's the weakest of the 3 by far. The dog is just the best at, you know, doing infinites. The dog is also really good on defense because, like I said, you can control the dog while you're blocking.
Right.
Nice sword DP.
Great option coverage right now.
All right, HeartySnicker is like, all right, I got sword. What are you gonna do?
Really not much, and you're gonna get a row soon.
Yep. So it's off to send him to the corner instead of go for mix-up because he knows Rao's coming out right now. Oh, here we go. What's happening? Oh my god.
No. Yep. When we've got me here, you gotta watch out for that stuff.
Please select your character.
All right, HeartySnicker. He's getting back in there. They're getting back in there.
Alrighty. At 8-5 right now. This has been quite a one-sided comparison.
Yeah, this is a really good set.
Taking a little breather there. I would too. After all this, all these rounds we've gone through.
Yeah, they've played 13 straight. This is insane.
Heaven or hell. Do one.
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
Considering I've been told that's safe on block, I mean, yeah, but I want my summons, so me as well.
Here we go. We're kiting with the 3 ghosts. Every time you connect with a ghost, a ghost fireball, you get 1 Dragon Ball. Oh, we're showcasing the 3 ghosts right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, with all the times we've gotten, you know, double, triple sword, maybe it's about time we start getting double or triple something else.
Yep, but just buy a different kind of lottery ticket.
Okay, well.
Oh, good burst. I like that burst. But the temper's in.
I like how Paul took that dog hit.
That's one of the nice parts about dog too. It's like it is just a single hit, so you can kind of get in there with super armor. Oh, wow! Oh, the miss buster.
It's a bit of a scramble there. We still had the meter for dead angle too afterwards. Nice top.
Oh no!
If Zappa gets out, ooh, good chance. Scooped. As we said there.
Alright,
Look at the lay on the side that there. Cuff back dash.
yeah, I know, right? Okay. Oh, we got dog pressure happening.
That bite looks like something. So,
The bite is level 5 or 6. I can't remember.
holy moly.
It just keeps you in block stun forever.
Pardon?
I don't think so.
No. And we have Raw out.
He really wants to use Raw. I respect that burst and that dead angle. He's using all his defense. Oh no!
Ooh, wow, great tempting buster. Okay.
What
Sword
ghost
time.
will it be? Of course.
Yep, now we just gotta swing the sword.
Oh,
That was.
we got cross up. Oh, got an FD at the right time. Oh, nice.
We got it,
Cross up, empty low.
Yo, backdash right around 68 range. Except not that one.
Kills the dog by sitting on it.
Sword time again.
Oh my god, here we go. The nightmare begins, or resumes.
So, what is giving Zappa all these Dragon Balls, specifically in sword mode?
Every time he hits with a sword special, it grants him a certain amount of Dragon Balls.
Wow.
So when he's hitting with the swipe or the
Ooh,
DP.
wow, did you see that?
He's just in the
Yes.
air. Wow, he's just in the air glowing blue. Just do whatever you want.
That was like 3 FRCs.
That was pretty slick. That was pretty slick.
But yeah, that's definitely a nice note to end on for sure for a match.
Oh, we're starting to see HeartySnicker surge in the back half of this set.
I mean, sorry, finish.
Oh no, I was just say catching up to that 8-4 lead that Twisted Balls had earlier.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that like Twisted Balls must be like draining right now. Like especially when you're playing a grappler and you're like working this hard to get in on matchups like this.
Yeah, he is doing a fantastic job of handling this matchup. But then now we're seeing, I mean, and for the last couple matches we've seen how this matchup is played on paper.
It's just, yeah, it must be exhausting having to keep up.
Yeah, I can't imagine navigating this minefield. It's like I want to play fighting games, but you signed me up for a Toho match. It's like I didn't sign up for this, or maybe I did sign up for this.
Okay.
He's got the 8 drag. Oh, nice. I understand the burst bait. Perfect challenge.
Well, at least we basically have burst coming back into the second round.
Yeah, he'll have it ready for whatever happens. That backdash.
Oh man, this sucks. Burst doesn't matter here anymore.
It's like what can you do?
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, we just do it again. All right. Ouch.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you had to burst there.
Yeah, I would have bursted exactly. That counter hit, you don't want to be eating another 40% health on top of the 40% health you just took.
Uh-oh, this might be a little scary. Okay, now we're back to where we want to be. So.
Yeah. Oh, nice slide head. Nice cross up.
Reset. Can we OTG? No. Safe jump, but not quite safe.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of damage here.
Oh, nice.
Gets the.
It's still going.
Oh, there we go. It spends the meter. You know what? I get. Oh my god, he's so close.
Yeah, he's just trying to fish for any last bit of damage he can get.
HeartySnicker, very smart. Oh my god.
Ooh, just barely missed evaded that second hit. Alright, pop buster.
Oh, big counter hits. Oh, he baits the burst. Baits the burst again.
There we go. Just free round now.
Oh, he's going for the drop. Yeah, it's not gonna kill.
Just one more touch from anything, really.
Oh wow.
2D into OTG 2D is what it looked like. Something like that.
The damage is so high and so fast. Like it's just hard to catch up.
All right, well, Twisted Balls one game away now. Can he get through this last few games of Sword?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Unfortunately, now the pressure is on HeartySnicker. There's no more chances. This is it.
So to be fair, HeartySnicker's definitely been playing really well too.
They really have. It's just like when this happens, this is like textbook Zappa. And you know what? It doesn't matter. He's got 8 Dragon Balls.
Yeah, we caught on now. There it is.
Wait,
Now,
PP?
oh,
Oh my god!
he's the super, huh? Or well traded.
Oh my god! Oh no! You have to be swag.
This is oh, and Rob just feed right at the last second there. Ooh, that's painful.
This is one more round for Twisted Balls to take this set.
Alright. Pretty good song so far. We've racked up quite a decent amount of Dragon Balls, as we've been calling them.
Yep, it's got 6 already.
One more go.
Oh, it just misses the knockdown combo, but gets a knockdown anyway.
We have Sword now, but he got interrupted.
Now it's just dog. He's gonna get rid of the dog. Oh, is it time for infinites? It's time for resets.
If we can get a knockdown, go into Raw, right?
Yep, here we go.
Oh no.
Oh. Okay, so what's the game plan here?
Oh, I like that. Delaying your air movement with Fireball.
Wow.
But
Jump FD, I respect it.
that's funny.
Oh, no more Rao. Oh,
Ooh. No,
time for pressure. Oh, no way. Oh,
Oh. Just one more. Try to summon. Oh,
there it is.
got touched.
Tried to jump out.
Just with the toes. Holy
That
moly,
was fantastic.
that was a really good set.
Wow, great set.
Oh, can I just say, Snicker has 2,065
Wow.
wins there. I mean, that's like 2,600 games overall. Holy moly, that's a lot of plus R.
That was great. Yeah, then wow, both these guys are playing a lot of games.
Yeah, you can really see it. Just with we were talking about earlier how like especially in this game plus R, it's a lot harder to just stick all your conversions. And just like experience we got to see with these two, it's like they're definitely up there in regards to making sure that when they're getting a hit, they're taking it as far as they can go.
It's oh my god, it's almost hard for me to talk about that set because that set was so good. It was like the space control by Harty, but then the bully get-ins from
Really just raw determination.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
So last set of the night.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm biased towards Nagai because I've met him before, and we saw each other at Recreativa and some other events, and Nagai also plays Epic 7. I play Epic 7, small game going, but
You know what?
I'm gonna be rooting for Nagai.
Yeah,
You
make
know,
sure
it's-
you tune into Nagai's streams. He streams all of his roles.
He does.
Big shout out to him. He's been super helpful with everything. Super cool guy.
Yep. So these are two old school players. Jace, if you are new to the scene, Jace is a well-storied player. He was one of the U.S. representatives for SBO Togeki back in the day, flying to Japan to take on their best as one of North America's best.
Wow.
Yeah, he is, like I said, a storied player. I've played him before at Northwest Majors. Fantastic player. He's won there at least 1 year that I've gone. But on the other side, we've got Nagai, old school as well, part of the Mike's Apartment Taya crew. Nagai has flown to Calgary to play with us, and he is a Dizzy main in this game and a Ram main in Xrd.
Mhm.
Old school as well, great guy.
He even
Just nice
flew
guy.
out to our event just in like Red Deer, Chris's house.
Yeah, Chris
This was
House. That was 2 years
Well,
ago.
nowhere just to play. This
Does
guy
not
loves
feel
Guilty
like
Gear.
2 years ago, man.
Both these guys are Guilty Gear players, so you will see fantastic match here. So and as far as the character matchups go, Dizzy really dominates the ground with her ridiculous programmable fish in this game.
Oh yeah, I've heard horror stories about
Yep.
that.
And Jace and Bridget has, like I said, fairly decent Okizeme. Bridget can fly for whatever reason and has great normals too. So I think we're gonna see them try to play their own game plan, one in the sky, one on the ground, and whoever is gonna get control first is just gonna run their character rather as they want to.
You know, it's funny to hear you mention that Dizzy's strong on the ground because in Xrd, it's not that she's not strong on the ground, but it's just, you know, you always see Dizzy, you know, flying around in the air in that game. So I'm curious to see kind of how much has changed between these two iterations of Guilty Gear.
Dizzy is also strong in the air in this game too. She has a jump command normal that's air unthrowable.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So whenever you see Dizzy spin and put a scythe towards the ground from one of her wings, that is air unthrowable.
That's quite an interesting decision to make.
Yeah, so they to be fair, they did Dizzy dirty for 2 games in a row, and then I think it was either Acura or Pachi, whoever balanced plus R, was like, you know what we should do? We should make Dizzy like just a walking war crime. Let's do that. Yeah, it's like if you know Dizzy's insta kill from Xrd, where there's a nuke going off behind her.
Yes, yes.
That nuke is just a firecracker compared to what she is in this game.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's something like, and so in Xrd, when you hit Dizzy, the fish goes away. It makes sense. It's a projectile.
Right.
In this game, when Dizzy throws out fish, she can be saved by it because the fish exists independent of Dizzy.
Oh. So I guess that's reminiscent of Sai and Elpha when she threw Pineberry grenade, and you hit Elpha, and then Pineberry decides to bounce off the wall and hit you.
Exactly. It's go forth, my minion, and play the neutral for me.
That's quite fun. Yeah, I would imagine enjoying that immensely.
It's this character, when you think you're winning, when you're like, oh man, I'm so good, I just hit Dizzy, and the fish comes up and bites you and causes a 5-second or max level stagger, you're like, oh, I lost because I won. That's great. Yeah, and as we saw from last week, fish does absorb attack, just like Bridget.
The bear.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, we're gonna see it. So,
all right, I'm excited for this. And we got Christmas Dizzy. Is that what that is?
yeah, Christmas Dizzy versus OG Bridget.
All right.
Holy Order colors Bridget. So let's see what happens.
And we've got the space control coming out already with these fishes and ice spikes and whatnot.
So here we go. It's like you said. And here we go. Jace is playing on the ground. And look at those normals. I think that's 6S because Bridget doesn't have traditional normals because Bridget's H button is all yo-yo set. So a lot of the H button normals are baked into S.
Okay, gotcha.
And in that sense too, it's a little bit more dangerous for Bridget to play like a throw game because if you're not close enough or you've missed the timing for throw, you just throw out the yo-yo instead.
You know, it's really funny seeing this. You know, after we were just watching like a game where you have a big guy trying to get in on his own, and then our other games was just like 2 people going at it for the most part. And then now we have this one where it's 2 people trying to just stay on the other side, creating space until they feel comfortable going in.
Yep.
Pacing's a lot different.
Jace forcing up. There's the Oki.
Ooh, that looks pretty fun.
Yep, it's 3 slow high-level punches so that Bridget can do a cross-up, first of all left, right, and then come back and do a high-low.
There's the bear that got the pushback from blocking pushed Dizzy right into that.
Yep. Oh, Jace caught not blocking.
Alright, nice to see Dizzy still has the that classic confirm. Just 1, 2, 3 ice.
Yep, and oh man, fish bites so long in this game.
This doesn't look fun.
There, that's it. It's that dumb move right there that's air throwable.
Just colors a circle around Dizzy, huh?
Yep. So, and the fun, we briefly talked about this last week, but Dizzy's mix-up on paper sounds really simple. It's an air dash high or a land empty low. It's nothing fancy like, Eno or Millie or anything, but when you can do 3 of them in a row, it's the mental stack, right?
It's only so many times you can block.
Yeah. The guy doing a really good job of controlling the ground with laserfish and with just spears and ice spike in general.
I'm staying out of these yo-yo ranges very well. Enough to set up a summon of our own.
Oh, nice. Goes for, yep, get off me. Oh, that was definitely not intentional.
Yeah, just the real tip of the pillar touching Jace there.
Oh my god. So that was a nice close match, and that is probably a preview of how the rest of this match is gonna go, right? Bridget running around annoying you until you slip up and Bridget gets a knockdown, whereas Dizzy just trying to run the Oki train as much as possible.
Nice to see that Dizzy's consistency with her Oki hasn't changed.
Hasn't. And you know what? We should talk about briefly about all because both these characters have a minion that plays the neutral for them.
Right.
So it's like Dizzy's got. I'm trying to remember Dizzy's programmable fish. There's one that's a single bite, but it's like level 5 or 6. And then she's got a triple bite as well as a laser fish.
Okay.
Bridget has Roger that falls from the sky, which Bridget can use to set up unblockables, because I believe it goes high than low.
Oh, okay.
So if Bridget lands in time, wow, that was insanely fast. And Bridget's not a high damage character. And yeah, Bridget has the punchy bear we saw. Bridget has the falling bear, the buzzsaw bear, and there's a super bear as well. The fire pinwheel we saw earlier.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
And that's 50% meter for like 2 mix-ups. And since Bridget has a standing overhead, it's actually really strong.
Ooh, scouted an opening there with the ice spike. And yeah, I would just call on the laserfish and air dash in to stop the jump. And now here you are.
Oh, nice crossover, but doesn't do anything with it.
Okay.
Oh, delayed wake up makes the meaty ice spike whiff. Very nice.
Thankfully, laserfish still only recovered, but yeah, you didn't get anything off that.
Really, yeah. This is like Jason's showing off Bridget's specialty right here. Like run to the sky, throw hitboxes on the bottom of the screen, and then capitalize off of it. This is really hype.
I guess it's just it's just unfortunate for Bridget. I guess that Dizzy doesn't mind too much if you're trying to run away. Not as much as some other characters, right?
Okay, so right now there's Nagai has a lot of meter. You can play the zoning game right now with these tracking spear. Oh
God, what the throw? Do we have throw combos? Ooh, baited. Oh wow.
Spends it. Oh wow. Roger's just hanging out in the air.
And Jace was basically ready for all of those defensive options to come out.
Yep. Jace is like, I'm good. I'm gonna drop this buzzsaw fish on. Oh, sorry, fish. Buzzsaw bear on you, and then do a high-low.
All right, 1-1 so far.
These are yeah. Now we saw towards the end there, like the guy used all his defensive options to get out, but problem is when you've got the bear in the sky and you can't see it.
Yeah, there's not much left to be done there.
Exactly, and it's tougher than say sniffing out Testament's traps. You can see where Testament sets them.
Right.
But when Bridget's throwing stuff in the air, you don't know exactly where it is. You kind of have an idea, but you don't know exactly where it is.
That does sound a little frustrating to deal with.
Definitely is. The fortunate part is that Bridget is, for the most part, a lower damage character. But when you're an annoying character like this, your goal isn't damage, right? It's just it's doing stuff like this.
Jace really kind of picking up on the momentum right now.
Yeah, I think Jace is starting to get comfy here.
Alright, nice blocks. Oh, scouted out the grab.
And something to point out here too, I think, is that Jace will have the matchup knowledge for this since he does play in the Pacific Northwest. So I know that the Seattle area has their own Dizzy.
Oh, nice.
I think it's Wokey. Wokey is their Dizzy. And Bridget is a rarity.
Yeah, there's not too many of them.
This is nice FRC, keeps the pressure going. Wow.
Nearing stun too.
That was a clinic right there. That was, yeah. I forgot about the almost instant overhead stuff from Bridget, the yo-yo cancel, the FD cancel stuff. I'm like, wow, this character's in the air instantly. All right, so 2-1 now for Jace. He's taking the lead in this match.
All right, what do we do as Nagai now to try and take back some of this momentum?
I think it's hard for me to think about what to do against Bridget here. Like, if we talk about high level things, you want to lock down Bridget, but look at this character. This character has 2 vertical air dashes, then 2 horizontal air dashes.
Yeah, wild. She's not coming down anytime soon, that's for sure.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part. Yeah, and so that's actually the thing he did there. That gold burst was calling out some of the fake stuff. There is a gap there, so hopefully the guy did make note of that.
Wait, here's the jump out. Yeah.
Yep. There goes Bridget to the absolute top of the stage.
I mean, that's the thing, right? If you start moving forward to stop the jump out and you weren't fast enough, she's gone, right?
Yep.
With how many dashes she does.
There we go. I like that, using dead angle to
Oh, that was very, very interesting.
yeah, laserfish when it hits an air target, wall sticks them.
There's the love. Yeah, we've been going high quite a bit, so I was waiting for that to happen. Just one more. We can almost chip out too.
Nice FRC, but Jace manages to jump out.
Yeah,
Go
thanks.
forward, my minion. And yeah, 2S in this game is amazing. Like Dizzy's anti-airs are actually really strong in this game.
Yeah, there is a lot less recovery on that from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, and there's a nice big hitbox as well, and the hurtbox is really disjointed again. Actually, no, the hurtbox isn't that disjointed, but the hitbox and hurtbox are fair. Like they're good.
Right. It's really funny seeing Dizzy just spin around in the air.
Yep.
Just avoiding like that. This is kind of funny.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna spin, and if you're in the air with me, you're not gonna throw me. You gotta knock me out of this. You gotta actually hit me. Very nice mix-up. Oh, but drop catches Jace not blocking.
Yeah, meaty 2K.
All right, so
I wonder if we saw the whiffed 5K and hoped that there was enough time to be able to jump out.
yeah, and you know what? Jace did do the delayed wake-up, so he was probably banking on the guy missing the meaty timing, or rather timing the meaty for regular wake-up.
Gotcha.
But then missed input K-Fish save the day.
Oh. Sometime, you know, there wasn't a misinput. That was definitely calculated.
Calculated delayed meaty.
It's an OS.
Alright, so here we go. Oh! Very smartly kills the fish. Oh, he keeps doing these nice, near instant overheads.
Those are pretty hard to deal with, honestly.
It's so cool because you set the yo-yo and then you do the tracking fly towards the yo-yo and you cancel it immediately.
Gotcha. And that's with FD, I think you were saying?
Yeah, FD. Like, there's a bunch of weird momentum keeping in this game, and I think even in Xrd with FD, so it's like Bridget can abuse that, Eno, a couple other characters.
Alright,
There we go. We
nice
got
shot.
on paper. Very nice. I was gonna say we got on paper basic mix-up. Wow.
Ooh, that's new to me.
So in this game, oh right, yeah, Bridget's light, so Bridget can actually tech out a lot of these combos. Yeah, the guys to do the untechable ones. I was gonna
There's
say,
grappling moment.
so in this game, Dizzy's ground throw range is actually really far.
Yes. I mean, Xrd is pretty similar, you know?
Xrd, I think she's one blip above average or average. In this game, she's like in the top tier of air dashes.
Oh.
Or sorry, ground throws.
Okay.
Wow, this mix-up. Set it again.
I mean, I'm no stranger to Potemkin not actually being the best grappler.
It's true. Dizzy. That's the thing
Especially
too. Like, when Dizzy comes to throw you, right? Dizzy's usually backed by fish. And
Yes.
so if you get the read, you're like, you know, I'm gonna poke this character out of her throw, and you hit the fish instead, and Dizzy throws you. You're just like, oh wow.
Yes. That's very painful. Ooh, great anime.
I got outplayed. Nice. See, and whenever Bridget does an air throw, like, it's so impressive to me because smart. But yeah, air throwing with Bridget is so impressive to me because you've got that yo-yo bound to the same button.
Right.
Please select your character.
But Jace is no stranger to high-level play, so I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. You know what? That's a very strong point. If Roger is out, you can mash H like a...
Oh, I see. So you basically you don't have an H button when the bear is doing its thing.
Yep, that makes a very good point. I'm pretty sure that is Mr. Watches himself. have a box fighter sticker. I friggin' love it.
Alright.
So yeah, here we
Dizzy's,
go, Jace heading to the sky.
Yep. Avoiding all the setup. As I was saying, Dizzy's starting to set up, but let's just go to space for a bit and avoid all that.
So here comes Dizzy with the mix-up. Oh wow, Jace very smartly just gets out of there with FD fly. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, now we're holding all this again. Or not.
Wow, very nice from Nagai. He was ready. Oh, the gold burst to make something happen here with a lot of meter. But Nagai also has a ton of meter.
Oh.
Roger's like, you doing a super? I don't care.
Wow, that some good tracking, huh?
Wow. Good stuff. The guy knowing to, you know, it was the right call. It's like, you know what, now Jason's got a lot of meter, I gotta do my own thing. Speaking of war crimes, the spear doesn't go away on block.
Of course it doesn't.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just watching Bridget navigate several nukes in a row here. Very well, I might add, but still.
Yeah, no, Jace has been avoiding most of this stuff. And it's been very impressive.
Oh, so this is the combo, just barely.
Alright, well, here's... Oh, no, we still have burst on this, so...
And the fish, see, the fish is like, you know what, did you hit my master? I'm gonna come shoot you in the face with a laser. And that's the thing, fish will turn around in this game. It's tracking and programmable.
That's pretty wild.
It's a war crime, that's what it is.
But even with all that, Jace making it back.
Yeah, that was really nice. I like that. I like that super kill at the very end. That was the high damage combo too, as far as Bridget is concerned. Close S, 6P, close S.
No knockdown in this one. Ooh, great air throw. And
okay, here we go.
Just barely missing that knockdown off the air throw.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
That
No,
was air throw.
Bridget's nice and floaty, so lots of time to tech out of things. Here comes the greatest Guilty Gear grappler. Here we go.
Also, we have 3 50-50s in a row if we don't want to grapple you.
Yeah, exactly. Dizzy's like, you know what? Do you like blocking mix-up? Basic on paper mix-up. Here you go. And that's the thing. That's the joke, right? Like, it's so basic on paper, but you get opened up once and you're eating 40% of your health.
It's really funny because, like, with all the things in this game, and then, you know, you tell someone, oh, okay, this character's mix-up is, you know, they fall on you and then they either air dash or do a low. You know, every character in the game can do that. So it doesn't sound impressive.
Yeah,
until you have...
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It doesn't sound impressive until you realize that Dizzy does 3 of those in a row and is safe afterwards.
Yeah, technically, I guess 33 is on this even shot. But,
oh yeah, the throw too. The throw leads into looping knockdown.
But yeah, that's the thing. Everything she does just goes back right into itself, and then you gotta do it all over again. Just like nothing. 40 now.
Oh, here we go. So nice. Yeah, I really, yeah, I'm a huge fan of.
I hit on the way up.
Yep, because go forward, my minion.
Ooh. That angle to keep Bridget off. And there's Roger to ruin everything.
Oh, here we go. Jump installed combos.
I like how it showed the last hit as you know, dropped combo even though Dizzy had already been knocked out.
3 down. It's like, but you still drop the combo at this point. Alright, thanks Arxis. Keeping me honest.
Oh, so can you hold the Ice Spiker until you feel like letting it go?
Yes,
Is that what's
yes,
happening?
you can. And I'm pretty sure Dizzy can also, well, I never see it, so maybe I'm not right, but I think Dizzy can also hold the Force Break version, which shoots 3 spears at the same time.
Also, I just want to say that that throw, sneaky throw in the corner really, or mid-screen to get to the corner, really did a lot of work there.
Oh, we doing minion neutral?
This is chip damage time. Or actually, no, sorry, I was looking at the wrong meter gauges.
Oh my god. That big ground throw range just walks up and throws.
You can't really, it really seems like you can't really like, you just have to like assume that Dizzy is coming, because you don't have, there's not much distance that needs to be traveled for Dizzy to actually just come grab you.
Yep. Oh, this is going to be a big combo despite no gauge crank. Because Bridget does take X. Wow!
Holy. I was not expecting the grab to reach from there. You weren't kidding.
I think, oh no, tries to do wake up options. Yeah, I think because that that wake up DP can be grabbed, I think that was what Nagai was going for.
Alright.
Oh, but the fishes, nope, fishes got destroyed by the burst too. It's fine, minions go.
Just hold down the neutral, my friends.
Yep.
Jace may have to sneak in another bit of a bard in there like he did earlier on, because the guy's getting away with a lot of these lives now.
He is, and I think that's a thing too. That's what I've noticed whenever I see a lot of Dizzy plays, that because Dizzy's throw range is so good and it's so threatening behind the fish, Dizzy, and it just leads to an easy knockdown. Like, just Dizzy's will try and run up and reset you with throws a lot.
Yeah.
It's on, like I think you said, some Abari would be nice to stop that. The Abari becomes useless when the fish is out, but when they're trying to get greedy and take their turn without fish.
I guess it'd be more applicable to say jumping out or something. But either way, so far this round is looking really nice for Jace.
Yep, Jace is definitely just keeping the guy away. Oh, and then comes in at the right time, but drops a combo. And the guy is holding back and mashing H.
Alright, we spent the burst. That's such a funny way to just say get off me.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, there we go. So here we go.
What's that like butt swing attack that Bridget just did?
3P.
3P, huh? Okay.
Yes, and I think it's, I forget what the functionality of it is. I think it's a high level move so that Bridget can start like a block string. Yeah, the problem is Bridget's such a rarely played character. My character knowledge is kind of weak, but I'm pretty sure it might not even be a high damage move.
Yeah, I just found it funny because Bridget is like so light, like so small and so light, and then her swinging her butt at you is a high level move.
Yeah, it's like what are you gonna do? Like what is that gonna do?
3P goes over the nose. Yeah, it definitely looks like that would be the case with the kind of jump start.
That makes sense.
And that was a quick, was 8th game?
8th game, yeah, that was really quick.
Also staggers on it.
Yeah, it's a frame trap button, that's right.
Alright. That's pretty cool. For Bridget? What? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did forget that that does stagger on counter hits. Like I said, this character is so rare that it's a pleasure to see Bridget on screen whenever you can. And when I was younger and when I was first playing Double X, and I was just like, you know what, I don't understand this character. Like, why is this fun? And then later you're like, oh man, like the movement is so crisp, you can appreciate it when you're not a scrub anymore, that kind of thing, right?
Right.
But yeah, it's so, I know a lot of people hate this kind of lame play style, but oh my god, like when you see crisp movement in any fighting game, you just gotta, like I said, it's so fun to see.
It really is. There's just and I mean, even then, it's like with characters like these, especially when they're against each other, there's a lot to think about. Also, seems like we're having some little technical difficulties.
I think we got the curse of the plus R netcode happening here.
Uh-oh. Well, everything can't be perfect, I guess. At least we have the rollback. But sometimes, some hiccups happen.
It's one of those things where it's like, we have rollback, right? That's at the end of the day, that's the most important part. The lobbies, I know that one of the things that they're working on still is getting the lobby smoothed out, but you know what? We've gone 2 nights in a row, and this is the first time we've had a lobby issue. So
okay. Well, the track record's good so far then.
Yeah. pretty good. So, I think it's 4-4. Like it's literally tied.
Yeah, it is. It is 4-4 right now. It's like
So-
reminiscent of our last set where we were pretty close early on.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I think, and yeah, it looks like the lobby is starting back up.
Yeah, just probably a few minutes to get everyone back in again. Yeah, it's really fun seeing all these like characters I'm not used to, so like Bridget and Wasaba as well. Just because it's just so different to what I'm used to seeing.
It's good, and looks like the stream is back up. I think we still need the commentary stream back up, so we're not delayed. But otherwise, I think we are just about good to go.
All right. I think we're back in now. Yep.
Yep, we are good to go. Short intermission for both competitors to catch a breath.
I mean, they might have needed it, honestly.
All right, so
It was about like directly halfway through and everything, so you know.
yeah,
well
exactly.
I should have just said, "Oh, let's cut for a short intermission." Go
Nice
get your,
intermission, yeah.
Gotta go, a glass of water, a snack.
All right, so here we go. Starting it back up, 4-4.
I think it's really funny that Bridget's intro is just tripping her opponent.
Yeah, just Bridget runs in, knocks you over, and it's like, whoops, my bad.
Ooh,
Oh,
gosh.
we got Clash combo videos here.
Those are really fun to watch. I've watched a few of those.
I love those. That's like my favorite part about Guilty Gear. Oh, doesn't get the air. Oh, no, it does get the air. So Nagai has a ton of meter here.
Oh yeah, we do. Oh, babe, we're at 100 meter now. I guess we just kind of throw it out here to keep the pressure going. Oh, we don't
God.
need it. We don't need it.
That's the thing too. Like Dizzy's meter gain in this game is really strong. Like when I'm thinking about it now, whenever I play any Dizzy player, the screen is always flashing.
They're just getting meter that fast, huh?
It's like, why is the screen flashing again? Oh, they have 70% meter, and it's been 2 seconds into the round.
Oh man. Yeah, okay. We're...
Oh, here we go.
It's kind of hard to keep track of what's going on, honestly. Like, I want to go and say something, and then now they're on the complete opposite ends of the screen again.
That's the thing too. This game is very hard to do commentary for because it's so fast paced.
I guess it really just comes down to experience. I mean, I am thankful I have you kind of tell me what's going on, because otherwise I would be completely lost.
Yeah, and you know what? And to be fair, like I'm losing myself in a lot of this too because the momentum swings are so fast, and then if they manage to maintain momentum, whatever is happening is just insane here. Like now we got some left right mix. So there we go. The guy disrespecting the gaps in between strings.
Yeah, lots of match prompts here then.
Nice delayed wake up for Jace. We got the guy throwing minions
Ooh,
out.
great air throw. That won't be a complete knockdown. Yeah, there's the air tag.
Yeah. On heavier characters it'd be fine. On Bridget, not so. Oh, that long walk forward.
Oh, that always feels so good when you get to do that against someone. Though.
Yep, but that's how you know that Nagai has gone through enough options that Jace has to respect that throw.
For sure.
You would not be able to get away with that if you had not conditioned your opponent.
One more touch here. Just need one more friend to come out and hit Bridget, and yeah, he'll go down.
The FB Spears didn't put in work,
Oh man.
but here we
They're
go.
looking up top now. Jace has all the meter.
Yep, we got Fire Pinwheel. He's gonna come and get one.
Alright.
Wow.
Oh man. Oh,
The
just
scramble.
yeah, just down to the wire.
That was almost a fantastic comeback from Jace. Like that was almost run all the way back.
Yeah, once again, meter really dictates what you can do when you're in that situation.
Yeah, we saw the guy with tons of meter doing whatever he wanted to do, but at the end of that match, we saw Jace with like 75% meter. It's like, you know what? And now it's my turn. I'm gonna put war crimes on the screen, and and you gotta do something about this.
Okay. And they trip Dizzy just to be mean.
Yep. So we've just hit the halfway mark as far as the first to 10 with Nagai hitting 5, but
Yes.
Jace is trailing right behind him with a 4.
Oh man. Ooh, wow.
Throw range.
Got the throw, yeah. Jace does such a great job blocking his air dashes. I mean, to be fair, Nagai has gone for the air dash every time. But it's still like, Jace has not hesitated. Jace has not hesitated.
Oh, wake up, command throws, command throw supers.
What an interesting super. That's the first time I've seen that.
Yep, I know he tried it, I think, earlier in the match, but didn't actually hit, because Jace was like, I'm out, peace.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. Oh,
spear. FB spear.
Fun move.
Yeah, Dizzy's a nice summoner in this game, just summon all the things ever.
A knockdown. Oh, great job.
Very nice.
Keeping Bridget grounded.
Yeah, I like that jump S a lot to force a grounded gameplay.
Man, this is so exhausting. There it is again, empty lotus time.
Even RC's the burst bait, but you know what? It worked out.
Yeah.
That was a full stick of celery at the top there.
Yeah.
So I think this is probably only the second time in the match where someone's pulled ahead by 2 points, so we'll see what happens here.
And the first time was like just right at the beginning.
Yep, I think it was like a 3-1 or something, and now we're at a 4-6. So we'll see what happens. Did Jace get the download from that previous match, or is Nagai going to keep running away with the information he's got?
Yeah.
Oh, goes to ops the set. That throw range.
It's scary. I mean, like, I guess for the most part, it's just really like, I guess I'll just take the throw because I don't lose too much health for taking it.
Oh yeah, the throw is like whatever as far as damage is concerned, but Dizzy just gets to recharge her fish cooldown.
Oh, there we go again.
Wow.
So Nagai's starting to go for the lows now.
Wow.
And it's funny too, right? Because Nagai has been doing the air dash overhead every time. So now it's like you're just so used to stand blocking that portion.
There we go. Jace is like, I'm tired of you running up and look at his damage.
Holy moly! Okay. Nice
I might have lied about Bridget doing low damage.
Oh, didn't block the last overhead. And there we go. Jace showing some life. Signs of life.
Wow.
Let's see that again. That was explosive. That was a really fast move.
It's crazy. I did not expect to see that damage come out of Bridget, but you know what? Here we are.
Ooh, counter.
Very nice.
That bit there looking very reminiscent to Axel with like 6K and caught like whatever.
Yep. Go forward, play the neutral for me.
Yeah, nice block on the spear, recognizing it, but yeah, now you just gotta hold all this again. You got burst.
Oh, pinwheel. Very nice.
Is that like, does that have invulnerability on startup?
I don't know. Maybe? I feel like it doesn't, but I could be wrong.
That was great. Anyways.
Oh my god.
Yeah, even with the pushback on the burst, 4S can still reach you.
Yep. So, alright, now Nagai's got a nice, comfy lead.
Yeah, this is kind of where you start settling into the strategy you've been going with, and just wait until a change happens.
Yep. And I think, okay, we've just been told that Bike does have invulnerability until the dance is done. Good to know.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, like I said, this character is so rarely seen that it's a lot of matchup knowledge is missing as far as like even older players, right? Like I played Jace and I don't know what was happening. I played him offline. I still didn't know what was happening.
Just this annoying boy with a yo-yo is running away from me.
So what's this character doing? This character is taking to the screen. I don't know what to do because Order Soul's pockets are filled with rocks. So this is like I said, it's such a pleasure to see. The only downside here is that it's so easy for Dizzy to get started, right? Like once Dizzy gets started, you're put into 3 mix-ups and they're high damaging mix-ups because the fish is cranking your guard gauge for whatever reason.
I mean, that's the beauty of simplicity in games like this. When you have a character like this, like when you play a character like Dizzy, You can count on your 1-2 to knockdown to get you started.
Yeah, and wow, nice combo. Bridget's got some good. Oh, nice. Yeah, good tech trap. Oh, gets a knockdown. We're going for mix up. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, very nice. Was that an unblockable?
That was it. Yeah, because the second hit of Roger was low, and then Bridget did an overhead at the same time.
Great stuff.
That's the stuff of combo video. I love seeing that. Well, that anti-air throw. Wow.
That was impressive. Ooh, just barely hit by that.
For whatever reason, Dizzy has giant normals. I mean, she's always had giant normals, but then giant normals backed by like the stupid fish.
You know, as smart as it is to like throw laserfish and then do 4S or like jump S, it's super infuriating for me to see it. Just because it's like, what do? You can't do anything. You're just stuck there.
Yeah, it's like, well, all right, what do I do now? And that's the thing, right? Because of Ice Spike YRC, the pressure the party never stops.
You just have to accept that, you know, well, I shouldn't have gotten into this situation in the first place.
Yeah, and like I feel like, and that's the thing too. Jace is getting a lot of clean mix-ups as well. Like he's doing a good job of getting his game started, but he only gets one mix-up. Dizzy gets 3.
Dizzy gets 3, yeah.
Yeah, that three meterless mix-ups. Sometimes Bridget has to spend meter in order just to get that 1 or 2, and then for whatever reason, Dizzy's damage is. Well, we all know the reason because Fish cranks guard gauge, but it's like, why is Dizzy doing 60% of my health in a single basic mix-up?
Yeah, it's tough to deal with and very mentally exhausting.
It is very mentally exhausting. Like I've definitely played Dizzy enough times where I'm like, all right, I need to go down like an entire bottle of whiskey or something.
All right, air throw to catch the tech.
Yeah, I think so. Now we're starting to see. Yeah, Nagai is definitely comfortable in the matchup now. He's willing to do his own thing, and it's not that Jace is letting Nagai run him over. It's just that you can't block forever in Guilty Gear.
No, you can't. As you were saying earlier, it's like, you know, fundamentally Dizzy's mix-up is very basic on what's actually happening. Well, when your stack gets over limited like this.
Yeah, we're talking about like basic like junior high math, right? It's like, you know, you got a 50-50 with another 50-50 and another 50-50. Oh no, 33-33, right? We talked about throws as well. So, like the chances are against you naturally.
Yeah. Oh,
He's doing a really good job of
that Roger did a pretty good job of stopping the guy from coming in with the ice spikes. That's for sure. And yep, just the whole 1-2.
So this will now be set point.
Set point for Nagai, yeah.
So Nagai's kind of surged in the back half of this set. But we saw last week someone come back from a 9-4 deficit to win it. And Jace has definitely got the skill to make it happen, so...
I mean, we did see what happened when Jace said, you know, enough's enough, hold this damage.
Yeah, that one combo on Dizzy that was like 60%. Like, I've never seen that kind of damage from Bridget, even in combo videos. So it looks like the guy's kind of playing a zoning game now.
I mean, it really comes down to earlier on in the set, right? Jace was staying at the top of the screen for the most part, and Nagai was the one in the approaches in the pair. That's been completely shifted. So now it's the other way around, where Jace is trying to come into Dizzy's space when it was Dizzy originally trying to get into Bridget's space.
Oh wow! I just do it. Just ice spike. I was gonna say Jason has very nice. That's the other super that Bridget has.
Oh.
Bridget just like explodes and flies backwards.
Ooh, Roger trading the fish, very, very helpful in that situation. And again, great placement.
Yep, Nagai's ready. He knows. He's got enough time, but Jace gets in there.
Good stuff, Jace.
I was gonna say, I feel like Jace is starting to catch on in this match. I was about to say there was a lot of times that last round where Jace was just catching the guy hitting buttons, because I think he's starting to realize that the guy is always hitting buttons on defense. Which has been working out for him, like to give him credit for it. But yeah, like there's a lot of counter hits I'm seeing that's happening.
Ooh, okay. That's an interesting way to keep the pressure going.
Yep, and you know what? Drain a bit of meter from Bridget as well.
I don't know why Dizzy can keep mashing JK into itself like that in this game, but you know, if you can do it, do it.
You know, like I said, this game is just a war crime. When we're all witnesses.
Okay.
There we go. So I think Jace, he's starting to feel this, right? Like, and I'm starting to see, like, maybe it's because Nagai's so far ahead, but I'm starting to see a little bit too much of just running forward into Bridget's normals, especially when Dizzy's such a strong zoning character. So I think Jace he's flipped the coin now. He's starting to figure out that even when ahead, I mean, the guy just wants to rush you down all day. And on defense, like, there's a lot of Abare happening, so you gotta take advantage of that.
Yeah, that looked a lot like the beginning of the set where the guy was trying to get in instead of the other way around.
Yep. So here we go. Looks like he's coming. Yeah, he's coming in, and then
We're getting some travels here.
yeah, I was gonna say these very nice. Oh, if that yo-yo had hit, that would have been a full combo.
Ooh,
Very nice.
It just completely covers.
Here we go. You get 3 mix-ups. I get 3 mix-ups.
Yeah, except I have to spend meter for mine.
Yeah, I have to spend 50% meter, but I too can get 3 mix-ups.
I was wondering if the guy was gonna go with a cheeky reset when he did that air dash. Oh,
This damage is going to be so
no.
high.
One more. Oh, wait, can we just?
Oh,
one-
no.
Oh, yeah.
I
That's
respect it.
unfortunate.
I respect it, but oh, that was heartbreaking to see.
Alrighty.
So now we're back on set point. Well, we always were, but now we're on the set round.
Ooh, there's the throw. Now we gotta hold
Here we
this.
go. Oh, that's a big damage combo.
That's quite a bit.
Oh, what the?
What is going on here? Oh, okay, we're out, maybe?
Get out of there. Oh, man.
Okay, I can't sit today. Uh-oh. Oh!
So,
I'll die.
is that- no way. I was gonna say, is that the kill?
Okay, we've got an opportunity here.
Oh, gold
Oh,
burst.
gold
Oh, what's happening?
burst.
It's the
This
Dizzy
is-
player special. Jace knows.
Yeah.
Jace knows. No!
That's it, you're chipped. What can you do there?
You know what? That was a fantastic set. Ended with the Dizzy player special.
Yep.
It's like the entire Dizzy hive mind gets together when they get a gold burst and they see their opponent has no health left.
Yeah, time to throw out this silly big super.
Yeah, 100% super. Just do it. That was a fantastic set, though.
That was good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh man, that was great sets from everyone tonight. That was wow. I gotta say,
I'm glad we're getting people to show up and play for everyone for these things. It's been a little rough, with COVID and everything, not really being able to go hang out with your friends as easily and play some fighting games. So it's good to see rollback come to some of these old beloved games so that people can come together again and enjoy some fighting games.
especially as Guilty Gear players, right? Like, I mean, Xerd's delayed netcode is okay because of the whole VSync cheats, but I think without a proper rollback game, a lot of us would have gone insane in these times.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's kind of what's been happening with lots of the newer games that have come up recently. They had a pretty great community around it, and then slowly, that just kind of bit the bullet with what's going on.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, thanks for commentating tonight, guys. You guys did an awesome job, and thanks to all of the players tonight, everybody. A lot of fun. There were some sets that weren't quite as close as last week, but all the same, I think everyone did their best, and I think everyone put on a great show. And I also just want to give a quick special thanks to all of the people on the screen once again this week. These people all really helped me out a lot. Make sure you go give them a follow and some love too. And Remember to follow me here on Twitch, on Twitter, and I also have a YouTube. Just go look it up. That's where I'll be uploading the VOD for this event. And also, I just want to remind you all to come tune in next week. Next week we've got a bunch of really great matches coming up. Like, I'm super excited to see Taya and Hellsap play. It's always fun to watch you, Alex, play against Xmist. Like, you two always have great sets, and Panji is a good personal friend of mine, and I want to see how he does against Festival, who's someone else that I play a lot. It's always fun. And of course we also have our 5-on-5 teams tournament between the BC team and the Alberta team. Team Mike's Apartment versus Team Goken.
Do we have the team set up for that yet?
Well, do you have a finalized team for Alberta, Alex, out of
I
curiosity?
think I do. So this is tentative, but it's probably 99%, 99% in stone. So I can just announce the teams now, my team now, if you'd like.
Yeah, for sure.
So on the team, we're gonna be having XCal, Xmist, I think Keep on Rockin', S Nguyen, and myself. Those are the people I've chosen, the people who responded to my SOS for help.
Awesome. And so the other team captain was this night's winner of the top card match, Nagai, and he chose to. His team is himself, Taya, Armless Kirby, Enhance, and Ray, or Twisted Balls from earlier. So
that's gonna be.
Yeah, there's some really high skill players on those teams, and it should be a lot of fun to watch. For clarification, the way that we're doing the event, if any of you saw the 10v10 like Capcom versus Arxis match like in Grand Blue a couple months ago, we're gonna be doing like a stock system like that. So each player has like 2 stocks. So essentially each team has 10 lives, and you can switch players whenever you lose.
Okay.
So yeah, there could be a lot of like counter picking in there. It should be interesting to see how it goes down.
Alright. Well, yeah, that does sound like a lot of fun. I was secretly hoping that Killy or Alvin might come out from the woods to.
Yeah, see if we
the other
can.
team, but I guess not.
He'll emerge from his like cave. He's like Oro in Street Fighter 3. He's the hermit who's been training for 1,000 years. So yeah, I'm glad to see people looking forward to next week, and just wanted to say thanks for tonight.
Thanks very
I
much,
think the
Owen.
stream went really well, and see you guys next week.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. See you then.
Thanks for having me, Bailey. Thanks for having me, Alex, and thanks to all.
Yeah, thanks for hosting this. Thanks, Memo. It's great commentary, team.
Glad to hear it.